changed in 5 months. Think about where you were 152 days ago. Now look at where you are. Creamline and Petro Gazz started as just one of the 12 teams here who embarked on their journey. Now, they have a chance to become a true one of one. Prepare to witness greatness. Welcome to the finals of the PVL ALL-Filipino Conference, the heart of volleyball.
After a long tournament journey, the top 2 teams meet in the finals of the PVL ALL-Filipino Conference. Familiar rivals, cross paths are new, though they arrived here in different ways. The Petro Gazz Angels will attempt to deny Creamline an 11th title and a 5th straight, but the Cool Smashers have championship DNA and expect, as Kyla said, an explosive Game 1 and series as well. As we show you who will compete, Kyla, what's in the minds of the coaches? What are they thinking? They've prepared their teams, of course.
Well, of course, Phil, no? For Coach Sherwin Menezes, this is a very familiar territory. Pero syempre, ayaw niyang alisin ang disiplina at yung excitement sa Creamline Cool Smashers. After all, dalawa ito sa mga crucial na aspeto kung bakit sila nananatili rito. But as I was also able to talk to Coach Koji. Believe it or not, nakamusta ko siya kanina. Actually, mag-isa lang siya doon.
Oo nga.
Nakita mo rin.
Nagmumukmuk eh.
Nakita mo rin. Kaya kinausap ko. At sabi niya lang, kinausap ko, sabi ko, how are you feeling, Coach? And he told me, nothing. But God. He pointed to God and he told me na parang, it's all up to God. No feelings. Japanese, no feelings. God.
Yeah, but I'm sure kinakabahan yun. Ano? Kaya nagtatay. Phil, this is a night. You know how this feels for the players. It's a special night to play here at the Big Dome on championship night.
Yes, this is a classic PVL matchup between the Petro Gazz Angels and Creamline Cool Smashers. They have been in the finals together for 4 times now, and their first matchup was 2019 Reinforced, where they won. I remember this with Wilma Salas and Johnson, and again in 2019, Creamline won 2-0 there. In the third matchup, they were in the 2022 Open, and again Creamline won there. I was there, and the last one was 2023 ALL-Filipino again. So the record now is 3-1 in the 4 matchup. So in this 2024-2025 ALL-Filipino, it's dynasty or destiny for both teams.
Yun, may history ang dalawang koponan na ito na sila ang naglalaban, di ba, Kyla?
That is correct, no, Sir 7 Phil. Pero alam niyo, nagulat ako sa sagot ng dalawa eh. Meron silang paandar na true rivalry lies within oneself. So this tackles, of course, self-improvement. Ito ang napakahabang conference dito. And both teams actually, team captains rather, Eliza Valdez and Rem Palma, tap on how they focus on growth at dito na nila na-develop ang more patience, understanding and teamwork within the team. But of course, let's be real, diba? One team, the Petro Gazz Angels, is here out for redemption. They want to get back on the podium, but of course, the Creamline Cool Smashers will simply not allow that because they would want to reign supreme.
Okay, as for both these, it's been a long journey for both of them. Let's talk about Creamline. It was a bumpy road to the finals for them, but sort of expected that Creamline would be here, Phil.
Yes, Creamline dominated the preliminary round with 10-1. They lost against PLDT, and in the qualifying round, they knocked out next like Chameleons. And in the quarterfinals, it was an easy game, best-of-3 series for them, knocking out Cheritigo. But in the semifinals, they stumbled against, ito nga, si classic rivalry natin na si Petro Gazz Angel. They lost against Petro Gazz in 4 sets. But, as a champion team, they responded strong, defeating Chocomucho and Nakari in very statement wins.
Exactly. We will take a short break, but when we return, we'll talk about the other side. It's championship night here in the PVL. Game 1 of the ALL-Filipino Finals will continue very shortly. are moments away from the start of Game 1 of this finale, and this crowd just ready to jump out of their seats to cheer for their respective favorites. And now let's talk about the Petro Gazz Angels. What a journey it has been for them. So many difficult games. Zeus Coffee gave them quite a scare, but they recovered in time. Tell us about what happened to them in this conference.
You know, Petro Gazz is one of the contenders nga dito sa finals. And in the preliminary round, they lost against Creamline in straight sets. But qualifying round, they defeated Capital One. Quarterfinals nga, it was an uphill battle versus Zeus Coffee, the best of 3 series. But in the end, they came out and got into the semifinals where they dominated with a 3-0 standing. And now they're in the finals. Stars align for this Petro Gazz Angels, and they have to grab this opportunity because the stage is set for them, and you know they can really grab the title against their rival Creamline.
Exactly, and they do have momentum going into this finale. There will be some queens that will be the cynosure or the focus of attention in this particular battle. Of course, we're talking about Bernadette Pons and Brooke Van Sickle.
Of course, yung mga reyna ng league natin. Si Pons has been the consistent wing player of Creamline Cool Smashers. If they need a point, 35% nabibigay mo yung bola sa kanya, she will score a point. And as for Brooke Van Sickle, this girl, I checked the stats, she's all over the skills. Best digger, best server, best scorer, best fire.
Nag-react ka nga na kanina.
Yes, I was like, this reyna, all MVP in the All-Filipino Conference is there for the team. But, you know, for the Petro Gazz Angels, also, I checked the stats. Baila Pablo Sabete has been helping her with the load of scoring, because in the first round they met, it was only Brooks Van Sickle who scored double digits. So, you know, with the help of Pablo and Sabete, is really gonna amp up their scoring points against Creamline.
This must be special for these two players, Kyla, for Brooke as well as for Bernadette.
Yes, but of course, as we all know, bago sila nagpaka-reyna dito sa indoor volleyball, nagpaka-queening muna sila sa beach volleyball. And you know, I got to talk to both champs, you know, and sabi sa akin ni Brooke and Pons, sabi, talagang resilience and grit, ito yung mga isa sa makukuha mo sa beach volleyball na nadala nila rito. And sa tagal-tagal nila sa beach volleyball, ito na yung mga hindi na mawala sa kanilang sistema, baon na nila. And of course, gusto nila na maipakita ito in this very crucial game. But of course, sa hinaba-haba ng conference, both teams would want to get that gold chip. But of course, we are very much happy to still have you here, our lovely fans here in the our lovely PVL fans watching us on the Filipinas Live app. We actually have a question for you on the app. Who will be the hero of game number 1? Very familiar question na para sa ating lahat. But actually, we have our choices on the app which you can choose from. Number 2, Eliza Valdez. Number 19, Bernadette Pons. Number 10, Brooke Van Sickle. Or number 20, Jonas Sabete. You can actually join the conversation online by using the hashtag PVL2025.
Okay, Phil, Kyla, and yours truly, Sam Sarmiento, will be right back with the game you have been waiting for. Game 1 of the finals of the PVL, where the heart of volleyball throbs, beats, and resonates with all of you.
Pwede magpabaya along the way kasi isang pabaya mo lang, mawawala na lahat ng pinaghirapan mo from the start eh.
We really want to be at the tail end of this story or chapter of this PVL conference.
Yung mga nakaraang laro, tapos na yun. Panibagong storya ulit yung mangyayari this coming final series. And siguro mas mananaig yung di kami pwedeng maglaro lang para sa sarili namin.
Our mentality would be the same every single time. We started the conference saying we focus on getting 1 point at a time, ending it with the same mentality, focusing on getting 1 point at a time, 1 set at a time, and hopefully it brings us to the goal that we wanted.
Kailangan talaga dito makikita yung pasensya, yung kagustuhan ng bawat isa na makapag-perform at our highest level. Kasi ito na yun eh. Ito na yung pinag-pray namin, ito na yung pinagtrabahuan namin. So, hindi kami pwedeng sumuko. Ngayon nasa dulo na kami.
It means so much to us. I mean, everyone will always tell us, hindi pa ba kayo nagsasawa, ano bang bago? But we've been working so hard, most especially this conference. And this is the conference that we're actually complete. This is hopefully the time that we can say we're all playing together as one team, ready to fight. Everyone's ready to fight.
It will mean the world to us. Kasi nga, ang daming heartbreaks eh. Ang daming heartbreaks, ang daming pains. Kaya ang hirap sabihin na hindi namin siya pwedeng basta-basta bitawan. Na hanggang dulo, ilaban na natin to, nandito na tayo. So, hopefully nga, maipakita namin hanggang dulo ng finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our international officials for this match. Our first referee from Thailand, Sasi Praprap Himpongpongpuri. The second referee from the Philippines, Herbert Matematico. All right, folks, you know what to do. Turn on the lights of your cell phones. We're about to begin our call-out. Paki-on po lang ng ilaw ng inyong mga telepono. Tayo'y malapit na magsimula.
Hindi naging madali ang daan pabalik ng finals. Pero nandito kami ulit. Lalaban, di titiklop. Hahampas hanggang dulo. Moves!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in the Creamline Cool Smashers.
I'm the baddest chick. I'm not a fit. I'm about my business. Show her money clip. See she got it. Make that money quick. Now I go with the bags. They don't know what it is. All I got is money on my mind. Dedicated, steady on my grind. Name I wanna sign with all. Laser focus to my goals. All I got is money on my mind. I won't stop till everything is mine. Name I wanna sign with all. Got that, got you, let's get this money. Euros, dollar bills, getting this on out. Let's get this money. 1 year, you better know I'm on it. Let's get this money. We can more just I'm good buddy. Let's get this money. I don't care where you're from. Get your hustle up and flow. Come bring your money.
And now let's meet the starters for the Cool Smashers, starting with the outside spiker from the Ateneo de Manila University, a 3-time UAAP MVP, an 8-time PVL Best Outside Spiker, and a 3-time PVL MVP, the Phenom, number 2 team captain, Eliza Valdez. Center from the Far Eastern University, a 2-time PVL Best Center, and the Finals MVP of the 2024 PVL Invitational Conference, number 1, Kyle Negrito.
Let's get this money. 1 year, you better know I'm on it. Let's get this money. We can more just I'm good buddy. Let's get this money. I don't care where you're from. Get your hustle up and flow. Come bring your money. 싸가지 rich. 미친 baller. 겁 없는 drip. Yeah, baby, won't you stop for them? They act like you can't front.
Middle blocker from the College of St. Benil, the 2-time NCAA Best Middle Blocker, NCAA Finals MVP, and a 6-time PVL Best Middle Blocker, number 6, Pangs Panaka.
Let's get this money. Euros, dollar bills, getting this on out it. Let's get this money. 1 year, you better know I'm on it. Let's get this
Middle blocker from Ateneo, a UAAP Finals MVP, a PVL Collegiate Conference Best Middle Blocker, league leader in blocks for this All-Filipino Conference, PVL number 14, Bea De Leon. Opposite hitter from the University of the Philippines, a PVL Best Outside Spiker, a 4-time PVL Best Opposite Spiker, and a 3-time PVL MVP, number 18, Tots Carlos.
Let's get this money. We can more just I'm good buddy. Let's get this money. I don't care where you're from. Get your hustle up and flowing.
Outside spiker from FEU, a 2-time SEA Games bronze medalist for beach volleyball, and a finals and conference MVP of the PVL Reinforced Conference, MV Pons, Bernadette Pons.
Now give it to me.
Starting libero from FEU, a PVL Best Libero, and a 2022 Asian Grand Prix Best Libero, number 11, Kyla Atienza.
Now give it to me.
And the head coach for Creamline, Sherwin Meneses.
We bounced back in the quarters, and now in the semis, we rose to the occasion. And now we're back in the finals. Tuksa na!
And now please welcome the Petro Gazz Angels. And the starters, middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, a PNVF Champions League Best Middle Blocker, and a PVL Best Middle Blocker. Number 9, team captain, Rem Palm. Outside spiker from the National University, a 4-time PVL Best Outside Spiker, PVL Reinforced Conference Finals MVP, and a 2-time PVL MVP, Bagyong Pablo, number 15, Myla Pablo. Center from De La Salle University, a 2-time UAAP Best Center, 3-peat UAAP champion, and a 4-time V-League Best Center. Number 7, State University, a PNVF Champions League Best Outside Spiker, the Samurai, number 20, Jonah Sabete. Starting libero from the University of Santo Tomas, a UAAP Beach Volleyball Rookie of the Year, and a 2-time UAAP Beach Volleyball MVP, number 23, B. Love Barbon.
Call it familiarity.
Epic showdown between two champion teams.
Call it fate.
They like each other so much. They just want to battle almost all conferences.
The rivalry that started the league.
It's going to be a bloodbath here today.
And today, these queens meet again for the crown.
Ngayon pa ba kami matitinag?
Ngayon pa ba kami susuko?
Rivals, constantly moving, looking for a checkmate.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is game 1 of the championship in the PVL ALL-Filipino Conference 2025 between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petro Gazz Angels.
We are just about ready to put the ball into serve. Here we are with the starters for both teams that have been introduced to the applause of the audience here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. the other side of the net. Petro Gazz, a team on momentum. And they are ready to wage battle, trying to derail Creamline from winning an 11th title and possibly their 5th straight. So this did be a great finals feel.
Yes, an epic battle for both teams. Creamline coming from a Grand Slam, once their 4th championship, and for Petro Gazz, I feel like this is their chance. Like you have Brooke Van Sickle, Myla Pablo, Sapete, MJ Phillips, and Saet in your team. A solid lineup for Petro Gazz Angels. And we'll see who will prevail in this first game of the championship
Short
round.
series, ano? Best of 3. But I'm sure ito, 5 sets ito. Mahaba-haba.
Parang kanina, battle for bronze.
Ay, nako, ito na naman yung Choco. Biglang nalusaw uli ang Choco. And now, our referees, of course, from Thailand is Miss Sassy is up there, first referee. Coach, referee Mathematico is the man downstairs. And we are going to have the first serve owned by Petro Gazz. Chisayat, the veteran, 3-time UAAP champion, has had a stint as an assistant coach for the De La Salle team, but she is ageless, actually.
Sana all.
Sana all. First serve, and it's an ace. Then Lazaro Revilla, just a tad surprised that happened.
But
First,
I've known Saet would always have strong serve.
Oh, naman, consistent yan, but this one is too long, and we are tied at 1-1. Carlos will be serving. Palmo whips it down. Valdez blocked and still very much in play. Valdez resets. Again blocked. Bea De Leon pumps it up. The strike by Carlos. Myla Pablo, who's been playing well. Valdez tips it over. Still in play. Brooke Van Sickle, and it's out of reach.
Great blocking defense between Palma and Brooke Van Sickle against Valdez there. Just for Brooke there, going for the hands also of Eliza Valdez. Our MVP, reigning MVP All-Filipino Conference.
You were mentioning at the top of the broadcast the Van Sickle, just a prolific player who is in all of the statistical categories. Like she's number 3 best scorer. In the meantime, Bea De Leon, who is the number 1 blocker in the tournament, knocking that in. We are knotted at 2-2 here in the first.
We expect na high intensity ang first set for both teams talaga.
Yes. In the meantime, I think Remy got it by the narrowest of margins, and that will make it 3-2 in favor of the Angels.
Petro Gazz capitalizing on their middle blockers.
Oh, they still activate that all night long.
That's part for sure of their game plan against Creamline here.
Bernadette Pons grappling with that. She'll attack, but it's too much. And it's a 2-point lead by the Angels as we send it to Kyla.
Sa hinaba-haba man ng conference at sa dinami-rami man ng pinagdaanan ng Creamline Cool Smashers, sa finals pa rin ang tuloy nila. Nakausap ko nga kanina si team captain Eliza Valdez. Sabi niya sa akin, yes, we have been challenged physically and mentally, but we emerge stronger. Iniukit na ng Creamline ang kanilang pangalan sa PVL history, but what's their secret? The magic ingredient? Well, Eliza says it's really their bond. Samahan na walang katumbas. She says, iba-iba kami personalities-wise, pero together, like puzzle pieces, we make perfect sense. Let's see if they are bound to create yet another beautiful masterpiece this conference. 7-2.
Thank you very much. Skylights 4 touches against Creamline, and it's a 3-point lead by the Angels who have scored the last 3.
I do agree na matagal na talaga nagsasama itong Creamline Cool Smashers. Pero same with Petro Gazz Angels. They add players also in the roster now.
They seem to have a core that that has been there from the start.
Saet.
Yeah. Carlos digging deep, and Myla Pablo, 2 hands on it and gives the Angels a 4-point lead.
As I said kanina sa pregame, you have Myla, Pablo, and Sabete helping with the load of scoring for Brooke Consicle and Petro Gazz Angels.
A 4-0 run has prompted Chairman Meneses to call a time out. We will be back.
Yung mga small balls natin, medyo taas natin po.
Okay, coach.
Receive go tayo, receive.
Let's go.
Okay, coach. Patay lang, yun lang.
Vloggers! All in! Creamline!
Let's go, let's go!
We have you back with us here wherever you're catching us to our different platforms. Remy Palma is there. It's a 4-0 run as of the moment by the Petro Gazz Angels. Remy Palma continues to serve.
Actually, Remy Palma is starting today. Usually, she comes in
Off the bench, you know?
Yes.
Bernadette, and the blocking is airtight so far for the Angels.
Great blocking anticipation there.
And that block of the set is brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL ALL-Filipino Conference.
I didn't know this triple block for Bernadette Pons.
Negrito tries to play on 2. Elevated the shot by Sabete in play. Back row attack. It's still very much in play. Defense has worked on it in practice. T-side sends it to the other side. Difficult shot by Pablo, but still in play. The hook, the play is still alive. This is the first long rally of the match. Then inabot. Up, nag-alangan si De Leon. Ito tayo hanggang bukas ang tapos. Ayaw na ni Phillips.
The floor defense of Petro Gazz Angels.
And we are into the technical timeout. A 6-0 run by the Angels. Just as you were coming back to us, there was a huge block on the effort of Pons. Don't forget Arena Plus Astix Sports. That will make it now a 9-2 count, 7-0 run by the Angels. Still alive, but not anymore.
Finally, Creamline making a point after the technical timeout. It's just the blocking of Petro Gazz Angels that is challenging also the attackers of Creamline. And even the floor defense of Petro Gazz, it's all covered.
These two teams met twice this 2025 in the elims. Creamline won, and in the semis, Petro Gazz won. Petro Gazz, of course, sweeping that particular semis. And look at this, it's now 10-3.
We were talking about how Petro Gazz Angels should capitalize also MJ Phillips while she's in front. And that's her second attack point.
You know, the Angels do have so many weapons that they can go to, so it will be a challenge to the defense of Creamline. Pons tries to look for that hole in the middle, can't find it. Here's the whip, and it works.
Successful for Bagyong Pablo, but we know that she can make that point down the line.
Bagyo talaga, no? And the Myra point of the set brought to you by Myra's. Be brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Pwede ba graphics na lang yan para hindi na ako natitisot. In the meantime, Pons fires away. The touch by side. Negrito sets up. Valdez, it's still very much in play. Van Sickle dumps it over. Negrito goes to Panaga. Did she touch the net?
Yes, net touch for Panaga there. She knows it. That's her first running spike for this set. Masyadong intense pa emotions.
Oo, at saka nalito siya kung siya tatakbo kanina ng opening eh. Pinagtatawanan.
Hindi siya sure.
Pinagtatawanan siya ng mga kakampi niya. Hoy, hoy, hoy!
Pero that's Panaga for you. Di
Yes.
siya sure.
12-3. Binibiro nga ng mga kakampi niya. Bawi!
I like how Kyle Negrito yung pinapabawi agad
Yes.
yung mga teammates niya. And actually, itong game na to na finals game, it's up to the setters talaga. Yung mga ganyang setup for all their superstar spikers.
Yes.
Everyone's a star here. Reyna nga tayo dito.
Negrito just developing and becoming so much better despite that mistake of the serve in the place of Gia de Guzman, of course. 13-4.
Napapansin ko kay Kyle, nalalaro na niya yung laro niya talaga.
Yes.
It's her play, it's her game, it's her decisions na. Pero may challenge. Tayo,
13-4 ang ating bilang here dito at meron tayong
I think ball in or ball out for the service of Kyle Negrito. Pero from our angle,
tingin mo?
parang outside. But it hit the other line there. O parang inside, out, super outside.
Gusto ko lang batiin yung mga taga Talavera, Nueva Ecija na ginulo ako habang nasa isang restaurant ako kanina. Naghahanda ako, nilusob ako, nagpa-picture at saka nagkwentuhan kami ng volleyball. Nandito, some of them are here in the audience. They came all the way from Talavera, Nueva Ecija, which is farther than Cabanatuan. We welcome them here. In the meantime, the serve is outside for Myla. It is now a 13-5 opening set.
Petro Gazz Angels starting strong here.
That's a long run, 7-0 against Creamline. That's not easy to do.
Pero alam natin,
Good eye by Jonas Sabete.
that's their second service error for Creamline.
That's right. In the meantime, MJ Phillips will be serving. She will be serving while her team ahead 14-5. Then gets to it. The setup for Valdez. MJ controls it. Jonah with a high toss. Van Sickle then digs it up. Valdez. It's outside. She did not get the corner. It's now a 10-point lead for Petro.
She was trying to go for down the line kasi nga may mismatch sa blocking ni Saet. And Palma there going for the side of the Saet.
Creamline players trying to egg themselves on, trying to coach each other, push each other. Nice set. And look at that smash. There's a net touch against
Palma, I think.
And the point will go to Creamline.
Ito nga sabi ko sa'yo, Sir Sam. Yung emotions pa, it's an adrenaline very high sa first set. So,
Kagabi pa, hindi na makatulog yan.
Ako rin, kasi excited ako.
Hindi naman nawawala.
As a volleyball fan, I am screaming inside for this game. Pero kailangan compose. Bawal.
Sandali, may tawag ang ating referee. Contact. Yan si referee Sassy. Yan ang favorite call niya. Yung double contact.
Masyadong strict. Hindi ko nakita, pero sige.
Sige na. Siyang may
double. Siya may pito.
7:15 is the count. Creamline will be serving as Jeanette Panaga serves into the net. And I think we've arrived at the second technical time now. We have a few messages we think you shouldn't miss. We'll be right back.
Serving for Creamline. Serving for Petro Gazz. Chief Science.
SB Finance and BFF na malalapitan. Ito na naman, auspicious start by Petro Gazz with a team capitalizing on the errors of this Creamline squad. Oh, look at that effort to keep it in play. Side digs it over. And they want to attack. Valdez has no angle. Remy puts a hand on it. It's kept in play. There's Bea. They reverse. She ducks it in.
Bea giving variations with that back quick attack. Because we know she has a strong B quick, but this time changing it up. No blockers there for her.
We have a pair of subs coming in for Creamline. We have Gumabaw and Galanza coming in.
Mafe, Galanza.
Sino setter nila?
Si Mafe.
Okay. We will take a timeout. Back in a moment.
Good defense. Okay, this toss. Good spike.
Communicate, guys. Communicate.
Make a communicate. Go aggressive. Movement important. Positioning.
Okay. One stop tayo. One stop.
Surprising timeout for Coach Koji there. Lamang sila, but I think he wanted to remind the girls yung mga spiking possibilities nila BDL and Eliza, yung mga plays.
At saka does not want all of a sudden Creamline get into rally mode. In the meantime, that shot is into the open corner. It's 17-8. Spike at the set at insenyo ng Duncan. Pasalubong ng Bayan.
Here we go, Sabete. Single block, long spike to the back. No one there to defend for Creamline.
Nice to see Sabete back in action
I
after
know.
that injury she had. This is off the block and scored upon by Creamline.
Classic Myla Pablo versus Eliza Valdez.
Oh, yes.
And you, Ateneo days pa nila magkalaban na to. So, that was a good matchup there.
17-9, first set as Valdez has a serve.
Oh.
Syed, this will cross over, and Eric Gallo pounced upon by De Leon.
I can see the aggressiveness of BDL, which the Creamline needs right now. Hard serve from Eliza.
2 points in a row. Well, first time for them to really score 2 in a row, except when it was at 6 and 7.
Mr. Steve again.
Syed, very low. No elevation chance for Van Sickle. Here's Gumabo. Block! And it's inside, and it will be the 18th point of the Angels.
Since the semifinals, Myla Pablo has been blocking well. Actually, kayo na pre-game, inaasar ko siya, taas ng block ko hanggang kilikili. Sabi, oo nga eh, dumudungaw na ako, sabi ni Myla Pablo.
Talaga mga player pag nagkwentuhan talaga. 18-10 ang ating bilang. Remy Palma, the captain of my smiling team. Raya Musa is our new member and approved siya ni Remy. O baba, tinakas ni Myla, tinakas ni Chi, binigay sa likod. Eliza, nice set, block, De Leon, keeps it alive, punched over by Denden. Short block.
Petro Gazz tried to run a play there, but BDL, our #1 blocker, read it well against Sabete here. No entry, no coverage for Petro Gazz Angels.
Here's Bea De Leon serving, now down 11-18. Sabete, Syed.
Single
Oh! Myla Pablo with a dagger.
Great set for Saet. And galing ni MJ, pumasok siya. That's why nagka-single block lang. Pangs sumabay kay MJ there. Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Idol.
And nasanay na rin si Aiza coming off the bench.
Yes.
Pati rin si Cheng. Dati siya yung starter and
Yes.
she would come off the bench. But you know, it's for the sake of the team, you have to accept the role that is given to you on a game-to-game basis actually. Cheng.
Sabi nga natin, di ba, this game, tingnan natin sino yung mga bench players din na mag-step up.
Oo, kasi usually pag championship, meron biglang manggugulat na player na coming off the bench.
Yes.
Nice dive by Revilla. Good counter on the other side by Tempiatura. The dink by Pablo. Here comes Pons. Can't find an angle. Then elevates it to Pons. We go, and into the corner it goes.
Third attempt for Pons' work, and you know her beach volleyball skills by the awareness, yung kung saan ipi-place yung bola is there down the line for Bernadette Pons. Marami rin tayong beach volleyball players here.
Yes. And it's definitely a good training ground for indoor volleyball because dalawa lang kayo.
Yes.
You develop a number of moves and
Gemma
strategies.
Galanza
Oh,
also
yes.
is here.
Here comes the serve. Uh-oh, mishandled, but no whistle. We play on. It's dumped over. It goes to, it's high and out. There's no touch, and it's long and out.
Yeah. The ball was set too fast and too low. Even if you're Tots Carlos, hindi ko na kaya yon.
Hindi pa nga umaandar si Tots dito sa game na ito.
Yes,
12,
she hasn't scored.
Oh, wala pa. 12-20 as Pablo. Valdez receiving. Difficult set, but Piatura has good arms on it. The push by Bensica. One hand by Carlos. Here comes Galanza. To the back row we will go. Negrito, Galanza, Carlos, yes! Listen to this crowd roar!
There you go. Tots Carlos scoring for Creamline. Her first point here in set number 1. Very scrappy for Creamline. And finally, you have Tots Carlos ending that point.
20-13 as 13 serves. Here's Galanza serve in play. Chang with the set. Van Sickle fires away at Tienza with the hands on it. Valdez sends it over to the other side with the dig. Here's Chang. We go with Pontillas and unstoppable from that side.
Aiza Maizo, you know what I love about Maizo is that she create angles, sharp cross courts. Like, how did she do that?
Geometry siguro ang favorite subject itong aling to. Si Ricky Villavicencio, Petro Gazz, is here. And we'll take a short break. We have a timeout requested, I think, by one of the teams.
So aggressive lang kailangan doon, aggressive lang. Ha? Okay? Kaya pa yan, kaya pa yan. 1 point now. Let's go.
Hey, let's go! On in! Creamline!
If you're just joining us, an earlier 7-0 run by the Angels creating the gap that you're seeing right now. It is a 21-13 count. Serve coming up here. Over the net it goes, but the point will go to Creamline. That was outside. We had Paralejas coming in to serve there.
Sir JCN, Jonathan Nang of Rufisco. Both his franchise are in the battle for bronze and finals.
Kinakabahan na naman si Sir, nakatago na naman siya.
My.
Kaya hindi naman madaling manood pagka nakasalala yung team web. Here's Alaisa. No whistle, we play on. Ay, Remy Short. Alam niya.
Too low for Palma and Cheng. Sabi nga ni Coach Sherwin nung timeout, kaya pa yan. And Petro Gazz needs to stay solid and, alam mo yon, maintain their consistency and ito talaga, yung endurance na matapos yung set.
At saka masara yung set.
Yes.
Kasi it's important to draw first blood against Creamline. And there's the point that ends that short run, the mini run of Creamline, which ended at 2 points.
First blood talaga, no? Patapangan itong si set number 1.
Oo, kasi it sets the mood
for the succeeding sets.
Yep. It could go 3 sets, 5 sets, but you know, I'm ready for 5 for this one.
Ako rin. Gusto ko pa manood.
Well, saka walang, sabi ko sa asawa ko, late dinner tayo. Walang mangyayari sa atin ito. Ang volleyball, walang oras. In the meantime, back to action. Carlos fires. Chiside says, I got it. Piatura elevates it. Sabete, the samurai, as he has been dubbed. Valdez gets it in the corner.
Alaisa Valdez over the block of Sabete there. Down the line to the corner.
You know, these are the 2 teams that are the best spiking teams in the league. Petro Gazz is at number 2, Creamline number 3. The best team, actually, kahit kulang ng games, has been PLDT. That serve is too much on it, and that'll make it 23-16.
That is Creamline's 4th service error in this set number 1.
That's too many for championship night.
Baka may nerves pa.
Meron yan. Hindi naman nawawalan. Here's the player from the University of Hawaii in Manoa, and that is unreachable as the Angels arrive at set point.
And I this, Sir Sam, Petro Gazz has been giving Creamline hard serves. Nakailang misreceive na rin sila eh.
Started early in the match.
Yeah.
Van Sickle digging it high, and there's a battle at the net. It'll be set up for an attack for Sabete. Then says, I got it. Here comes Alyssa. Oh, handled well on the other side by Temperatura. This shot, it's up and alive.
One more.
Nagkagulo, and finally, Bea De Leon knocking it in.
Yes.
Making it just a 7-point lead.
That is Bea De Leon's second back quick attack point.
We have a challenge, Phil.
Oh,
Nick, I just saw the sign for a challenge.
who is challenging? Libero?
And referee Joy Imo's telling the libero change, you can't do that because we have a challenge in progress. Again, earlier today, we had Akari throwing first blood in their bronze battle against Chocomucho. That match going 5 sets. That's also a best of 3 series. This series, by the way, after today, will continue regardless of the result today on Thursday. And if we need a third game, that'll stretch all the way into the weekend.
Net fault against PVL? No, it's clear.
And the replay says no. And that'll stay as a point for Creamline. Here's Alyssa Valdez. Pareho kayo nito, no? Psychology.
Psycho lang ako.
In the meantime, only from the mind, the Phil Kainglet, Cayetano. Oh! And that'll do it for this first set.
Yes, Petro Gazz drawing first blood here against Creamline Cool Smashers.
And
with a block point.
Oh, yes, sir. We will end the set by replaying that last point. We'll have the second set ready for you very shortly. Petro Gazz breaking the ice, taking the first set 25-17. An early surge at the top of the first set, a 7-0 run, creating the advantage. And look at the numbers with Phil.
Yes, basahin muna natin. It's just the blocks and service aces that made the difference in this set number 1. And I think napinig ko nga sa timeout ni Coach Sherwin, yung mga small balls ni Creamline, hindi nila nakukuha. And that also affected their performance in set number 1. And for Petro Gazz Angels, the blocking nga, it was solid for the net defense for them was solid. Even the floor defense, they had 14 excellent digs, Petro Gazz Angels. And the coverage kapag may umatake na mga players ng Petro Gazz Angels is present for them. That is why they got that set number 1.
You know, that Zeus Coffee series really squeezed a lot out of Petro Gazz. I think they formed their team's character for this conference out of this series because they had a bad start. They lost to Zeus
in
the
game
first
1, best
game,
of 3.
and they roared back in the second and the third. We welcome you to the second set. The first set going the way of Creamline at 25-17.
Petro Gazz.
Petro Gazz, I'm sorry. That's why we're here. That's why we work in teams. And Seb Sarmiento here with Phil Kainglet Cayetano and Kyla Castillo. And look at this. Petro Gazz, who took the first set, as Phil corrected me. Wow, what an angle by Van Sickle.
I don't know. I think she had the right... yung sharp angle na yan, kailangan talagang mataas yung talon mo. But, you know, Brooke, she can fly.
Yep. And of course, her school in the University of Hawaii, I've been able to visit. That's a volleyball school. They have a store there that sells nothing but volleyball stuff. In the meantime,
I should visit.
Yes, you should.
Merch. I love merch.
Yep. Lalo na volleyball lang, huh? They have books, they have t-shirts, everything. In the meantime, Van Sickle takes care of the back row. Sayat.
Oh, long set.
Tinaas ni Lai. Bernadette. Inaabot ni Myla. Kita mo yung galaw ng Petro. May confidence, ano?
Oo.
Alam nila yung ginagawa nila. Kahit na out of system, ayan, alam pa rin nila gagawin nila.
Walang bumabagsak na bola.
Sila nagpapabagsak ng bola sa kabila.
Yes.
In the meantime, Tempiatura keeps it in play. Sabete, what a dive by Tots. It's still in play. One more time around this block.
Oh, perfect.
And then does a then thing. Pons, Van Sickle.
Oh my goodness.
Second longest rally in play. And Sabete gets it to Let's go to Carla.
7 Phil, napansin nyo ang matinding confidence na pinapakita ngayon ng Petro Gazz at masasabi kong nakaroot ito sa kanilang matinding paniniwala sa isa't isa. Sabi nga sa akin ni Remy Palma, nung nagkaroon sila ng problema at sinubok ng panahon, akala nila ay katapusan na, but they're called angels for a reason, and so they ascended from the pain and rose to the challenge. Kwento niya, way back September ay pinaghahandaan na nila ang moment na ito at motto mula day one, we, not me. Bonus na lamang ang mga personal awards. They are putting a premium on what they can achieve as a team, whatever it takes. Wala raw rollback ngayon, aarangkada lang ang Petro Gazz ngayon. 7 Phil.
Thanks a lot, Kyla. Great report. At if you're angels and you've been gifted with wings, can do nothing but just soar and fly. In the meantime, it's 2-1 as the Cool Smashers score their first point in the second.
Teamwork makes the dream work for the Angels here. Ascended talaga, no?
Talagang
Ascension tayo.
religious ang dating. In the meantime, it is outside.
But I heard a block touch there. That's why.
The coaches are going to make a challenge. I can see them doing the television monitor. That's Brian Esquivel over there, one of the assistants.
Oh, okay. Eliza's telling the ref there was a block touch. Eliza the honest.
At saka tuloy na natin. Mas magandang tuloy yung game.
Serving for the Angels, Ron Palma.
Okay, we play on. It's now 3-1. Challenge. Sabi ni Garza, magtatagal.
Oo,
Sige na.
may check talaga. Narinig ko rin dito sa live.
Eliza gets it to Mike.
Great setting there for Kyle Negrito. Fast set for her.
Eliza with her third point, which is the Myra point of the set, brought to you by Myra. The Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion.
Magamit nga yan.
Sa'yo bagay yan.
Thank you.
Not like you need it naman. Well, we all do. In the meantime, that does not work. And it's now a 4-2 count.
So, back-to-back point there also for Sabete. Alam mo, ang hirap i-block ni Sabete kasi ang dulas ng palo. And she has the hang time. So, kailangan talaga timing. Hindi ka pwedeng mauna sa block kasi pag nakita niya yung kamay mo, sure, papacheck niya.
At saka kung minsan, ang likot ng kamay niya.
Yes.
Ang ganda ng wrist action niya actually.
Mabilis.
Myla blasts away. Negrito sets up Carlos. And it connects.
Perfect set for Kyle Negrito. And you know MVP Tots Carlos is there.
As you check out the spike of the set, brought to you by Duncan Masalubong ng Bayan. Ito si Tots Carlos, who has now scored 3. De Leon is the leading scorer with 5. Valdez is the other person with 3 points. That is outside.
Too much service errors for Creamline in this match, which they cannot afford because they're down by 1 set.
Five service errors, not helping. In the meantime, that's Myla's serve. Becomes a set. Valdez, the receive. Regalo! Pounced upon and kept in play. Stored for next Christmas. In the meantime, it's elevated by Negrito. Valdez says, take that. Here's the Piatura sides version. Brancica. The fist bump is there. Block of the set at Insenyo ng East-West Bank, the official bank of the PVL ALL-Filipino Conference. 1 point lead by the Angels. Here comes Eliza. Sabete jumping reception. Fransical Atienza keeping it very much in play. The dump, the reset, the recalibration, the bullet on target. Eliza is sprawled on the floor.
That was for sure a bullet coming from Brooke Vansicle. Buong Hawaii dala sa palong yun. Narinig mo eh.
All the 4 islands from the mainland. 6-4. Lazaro receiving. Oh, Pons adjusting in the air.
Always a lethal drop ball for Pons there. That's her favorite drop ball.
FEU pa lang yan, ginagawa na niya.
Oh.
5-6 tally here. Here's Bea De Leon on her serve. Received by Sabete. Saed tries to be smart. And it's a net touch. We're tied at 6. Creamline fans getting more and more creative with their rally caps and their balloons, their tarps, face masks, everything. In the meantime, De Leon, Sayed, Van Sickles sends De Leon down to the floor.
I am scared of Brooke Vansicle. Did you just feel the power again of that spike? She received the ball and asked for a middle.
She's so determined to win a championship with this team.
And I think it's her first finals appearance with Petro Gazz Angels here.
That's touched. Myla Pablo touched it last.
Panay play tayo dito. Nag-play si Petro Gazz. May isasagot si Creamline.
Because you have to go to something that you're familiar with para ma-stabilize yung game because it's close and tight. 7-all tally here. Here comes Negrito. Elevated, sent high, long. It's a check ball. Eliza acknowledging that, and the Angels take the lead at the technical timeout. Shana Olaso, Miko Halili, Boom Gonzalez. Saan kaya kakain yung tatlong yan pagkatapos ng laro?
Samgyup daw eh.
Ay!
Oo. Sana na-invite ako. Charot!
Oh!
No, that was not over. But good attempt there for Temperatura. Hanggang walang pito. Go!
You know, Creamline has tied throughout the second set but has not taken the lead. Maybe now. Let's see.
3 attack points for Bernadette Pons.
Long.
Oh, another service error. Second for set number 2 for Creamline. Alam mo minsan, akala mo tinap mo lang, pero dahil sa adrenaline,
lumalakas.
Oo.
Kuminsan naman, kasi strategic ang short serve, ang nangyayari,
bitin talaga.
Bitin ang patos at saka bigay mo.
Yes.
The meantime, Remy served, then gets it. Then they knew it. It was too long and she sent it too close to the net. Regalo bounced upon quickly by the Angels who now have a 2-point lead.
Ganda ni Myla. Fresh.
Parang may iba aura ng
yung confidence.
Yeah.
Mr. Steve.
In the meantime, Eliza Valdez blocked. And it's a 3-point lead. 3-0 run by the Angels.
Another block point for Petro Gazz Angels since set number 1.
Yep. And it looks like we'll break again. Another timeout.
Yes, coach! May solusyon lahat. Hindi naman isang skills lang. Ha?
Yes, coach.
Okay, 1 point lang. Kung walang receive, magsalita agad.
Yes,
Kung
coach.
receive, tuloy mo lang.
Yes, coach!
Let's go.
Let's go!
All in! Creamline!
Happy!
Okay, Mr. Ricky Vargas, the board member of Signal TV, and of course the PBA chairman and governor who represents TNT Tropang Giga, joining us here for great volleyball action here in the PVL. First set going the way of Petro at 25-17, and they are pulling away here with a 4-point lead on a 4-0 run here in the second.
Creamline has been struggling with their serve receive, and I think kahit nung semifinals yun yung problema nila when they faced Petro Gazz Angels in semifinals.
Karkado ang serve nito mga ito. Bang! Long, close to the net. T-side slides. Myla. Here comes the version of Negrito. Valdez finds an angle. Palma disappointed because she was just a foot away from it.
Remy Palma was there, but that was an excellent set from Negrito and great angle from Valdez there. Taking advantage na walang libero in that sequence.
Hindi pa uso AI. May AI na yan si Alyssa sa utak niya pag lumilipad yan. In the meantime, Phillips, her shot is outside.
And they're challenging it, that it's inside. That's why.
Well, they'll hold on to it. Or if that is denied, it'll be 2 straight points from Creamline. Current score is 12-10. The Angels lead. They took the first set at 25-17.
From our angle here, medyo malayo, pero kita ko parang inside But MJ was confident that it was inside. Siguro touch the line there. It will touch the line inside. Yes.
And the point. The point will go to Petro at 13-9. By the way, Phil was sharing with you moments of history between these two teams. Petro Gazz has won against Creamline in a championship in the 2019 Reinforced. Here comes Sabete. Yung first ball ng Creamline, save for that one, tends to be too close to the net. In the meantime, it's 13-10.
Yes, but it's up to Cal Negrito to create those sets and set up her spikers. Kasi so far, naka-4-digit, double-digit ang spikers ng Creamline with her.
Hinanapan ng angulo. That is baon na baon. 14-10.
I think that is MJ's 4th point.
Exactly.
In this championship match, and G-Side and MJ Phillips are just connecting, or they're just connecting in this game.
You know, G-Side has that habit, penchant as a setter, to make you look good as a spiker. She'll give you what you need, what you can operate with. Here comes Chamson, who's in to serve as usual. Valdez. And touch last by Sabete.
I think for this match then, lahat nakabang sa power spikes, but so far yung mga long placed balls ng Creamline are making a point for them.
The back row of Petro getting some challenges here. There's Sabete. Saed.
Another one.
Same spot, same angle.
But it was an outside. Too much angle naman.
It looked good, but it was outside. It's down to a 2-point lead for the Angels here in the second. Too close, problematic. Elevated, kept in play. Valdez tosses it over. Saed sets it up, and that corner is filled up.
No one there for the defense of the Cool Smashers. You can see Brooke going fast there. Kyle late for the block. In between the block of Kyle and BDL.
Yep, 3-point lead. Pons flying, unable to score. There's the quick snap that time by Negrito. Van Sigel on target, and we arrive at 16-12. Rocket, bullet, laser, call it what you will. It's on point. Back in a moment after the technical break. UAAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Signal. Watch it all live on the UAAP Varsity Channel, One Sports, and Filipinas Live. Just legends to start in the UAAP. Just saw earlier Jerome Lastimosa and Jeff Chan. It's 13-16 as the serve is obtained by the Cool Smashers.
6 points for BDL.
They need more, actually.
From everyone.
Oh, this woman just shining brightly here. Gives them a 4-point lead. Van Sickle with 9.
Brooke Van Sickle just charging every attack. She hasn't dropped any ball because she knows she can power it through the blocks of Creamline, power through the defense.
Or find a small, narrow space to work with. Pons dumps it over, and it's kept alive by the aggressiveness of the Angels. One-handed dump over. Negrito loves it.
And we know Kyle Negrito loves those surprise drop balls at attacks here.
Alam mo naman ang setter. Nahiram niya opportunity.
Oo, makapoint.
Yung mga onto kanila yan. 14-17, that serve in play. Sayet, Remy denied entry. They recycle. Van Sickle is blocked.
We were saying Brooke Van Sickle's spikes or attacks were like a bullet. That's why when she gets blocked, it returns like a bullet there.
It ricochets off the defense. In the
Erica.
meantime, we will break for every timeout. We'll be right back.
One catch, go, girls!
One pass muna. Reset lang ulit. Reset lang. One stop. Okay, one stop.
No, easy, one point, more, go, that's it! Come on, girls!
Every point will work on.
Everybody's work! Right na konti, right na konti.
Hey, Petro Gazz Angels!
The Creamline Pink Brigade. Is that pink? Fuchsia? I'm Bano with colors.
Yeah,
Tang Ponce. My,
And
the smile. She's a
Viray.
member of my smiling team. Tang
I know, I
Ponce.
love her. Bouncing baby girl.
Yes, sir. And we do love her. In the meantime, all great shot by Sabete. However, it's still very much in play. The block is there.
Outside.
Sayang. Ganda ng effort.
Yes. Kasi kapag gano'n na sa kabilang court na, dapat dumaan outside the court then to be called legal.
Very well said. 18-15.
Thank you.
By the way, my former teammate in the Ateneo volleyball team, Eddie Aposible, one of our seniors, likes it when you comment and cover the games. And we have a GC kasi ng mga matatandang volleyball players and managers. In the meantime, Tots Carlos beginning to jump up and down.
And she's also familiar in that outside hitter kasi there was a time naging outside hitter din siya. So it's no problem for her to hit it that side.
We have Gumabaw coming back in. We'll give Carlos a break here.
Newlywed Michelle Gumabaw, keeping her maiden name. Sana naisip ko rin yan.
Aba, hindi ko problema. Yung kausapin mo yung partner mo.
Joke lang.
Bahala kayong magpaliwanagan. Atienza unable to handle the heat.
Strong spike there for Myla. Pablo going for cross court. It's not her usual because percentage of her spike is down the line. Her strong spike is down the line. So changing it up for the blockers there against Panaga.
You know, if you're Petro, this is a great opportunity. You feel that Creamline is probably not playing at its best.
Yes, I do agree. Medyo shaky start for Creamline. Petro Gazz is just solid confidence. The Angels know that this is their chance. They have to grab it.
You do not want to give Petro a chance, the Creamline side rather, a chance to get their confidence going. In the meantime, Galanza will serve. They're down by 2 currently. Sayed. Sabet, it's out. Oh, no.
I think.
You see, the referee Mathematico called a net touch. But the point apparently will go to the Angels.
Oh. Ang bilis ng mga pangyayari.
Masyado.
We have Maiza Pontiles. Dati nung kalaban ko yan sa UST, mablock ko lang siya. Sobrang saya ko na.
Grabe sila noon.
Okay na ako.
Yung swag ng UST nung
Yes.
pagpasok nila sa court, yung
Intimidating.
yellow and black nila.
Gold and black.
Gold and black na pala. No? Gumabaw, yes!
Michelle Gumabaw scoring her first point. Also an MVP for Creamline. How many, we can play a game, how many MVPs are inside the court?
Ako, talo ako sa'yo sa contest na yan.
1,
Kasi
2,
marami rito
3,
kaira mo eh.
4.
Sige, ilan? Nasa court ha?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nagbilang talaga on
6,
the air, ano? 1, 2, 3,
Brooke,
4,
7.
Parang Sesame Street lang, nagbilang. 2018, ang ganda ng hataw.
Oh, single block.
Binutasan ni Myla.
Kitang-kita ni Myla. Bagyong Myla Pablo. Although she was single block, I thought she was going to go a strong spike.
Pero nakita niya, ay ganun din ang punto. Ihulog ko nga. At signal number 3, si Myla Pablo, mga kaibigan. 21-18.
Yes.
Yes.
Tsunami.
Huwag naman. Volleyball lang. Volleyball lang. In the meantime, that is pounced upon by Creamline. They come within 2.
Creamline fans happy for their idol, Eliza Valdez.
That is so neatly done, so simply done.
Brooke Van Sickle knows that the defense of Creamline is outside now, going for her strong spikes, but she was up there with that top spin. Ganda.
For her 10th point, and this serve is long.
MJ Phillips there.
Parang you feel the confidence of Petro. Even if they make service errors, they go back to that. They go forward to the next point already. They don't dwell on it. They move on very briskly. In the meantime, De Leon will be serving. Her team currently down by 2.
Pero like here, kapag live ka, ramdam mo yung solid energy ng Petro Gazz.
Totoo yan.
Na everyone's present, everyone's moving with intention.
That is a good observation. Pons as Palma extends it.
Damn,
Oh! The sight that has scared 1,000 opponents over the years. Pontillas flying and going lefty as usual.
Just may 1-2 spike set there. Pontillas.
And we have a timeout. Back in a moment.
Play ka kung gusto mo.
Okay, coach.
Hindi tayo pwede ba ipagsabayan sa
Ito, coach. Ito.
Hindi, victory mo kasi dito si Van Siegel eh. Susuluhin talaga yan. Coach, react tayo pagka walang receive.
Yes, coach.
Get 1 point, get 1 point. Get 1 point.
Let's go!
Let's go! And Creamline!
Happy! Let's go, let's go.
We have here,
Si Mitch Morente at
yes,
nasa
Mitch
gitna. No?
Morente.
Nagche-check ng assignment?
Siguro nagsa-scout.
Yan, siyempre.
For, syempre, game 1, 2. And we don't know kung may game 3.
I miss Mitch playing. I love her
Me too.
intensity. In the meantime, one-handed dump over. Temperatura circling on the floor. Brooke Van Sickle counters. And we arrive at set point for Petro.
Everything working for Petro Gazz Angels. And, you know, Brooke Van Sickle is now in front. It's very dangerous. She can finish this set for Petro Gazz Angels.
Serving short, very strategic. This is outside. And That will do it for the second set. Is it challenged? Yes, it is. It's being challenged here.
Ball in or out.
You know, this is the best day that Petro Gazz will be able to turn it on against Creamline. I'm not seeing Creamline as lethal as they usually are, but let's wait for the decision on this challenge.
I do agree that attackers of Creamline are really challenged here. Ball
is out.
Yes. Super out. Grabe naman mag-zoom. Oh na, outside na. Oo na.
Unsuccessful po yung challenge. So we have a 2-set-to-love lead for the Angels. They took the first 25-17 and the second 25-20. 2-set-to-love lead by the Petro Gazz Angels, Phil, and it's up to Creamline to come up with a response here today to be able to stay in step with the Angels, actually.
I know Creamline has been moving so tentative, so many small balls they're letting go, and I could see they are struggling with their serve receive, just like in the semifinals against Petro Gazz. And I love the energy of Petro Gazz Angels. They're on point. They are moving with intention. They want to win this first match in the championship series, and you can see in that set Brooke Van Sickle the power she gives in her spikes. And surprisingly, Creamline as the #1 spiking team has been overpowered by the Petro Gazz Angels with 18 attack points versus only 14. 2 block points each, 1 service ace for Petro Gazz. Actually, 4 opponent errors is not so bad for a team, but I guess it's just the attack points of Petro Gazz Angels that gave them the edge in that second set with 40% attack points versus 33% only for the Creamline Cool Smashers. So I'm wondering, how will the Creamline Cool Smashers turn around this 2-set deficit for them?
Well, it will have to begin with playing better in the third. They're trying very hard, but you sense also that they're not in rhythm here in this game.
Yes, I do feel it na they're looking for someone to spark or to like lead the team right now. Kasi napag-usapan nga natin na we know Creamline, this is their arenas, championship games. This is their territory. And for Petro Gazz, coming in strong, drawing first blood, it's scary, especially the powers. If you are here live, yung powers ng palo ni Brooke Van Sickle, it's very, intimidating.
2-set-to-love lead, and you have to start now here in the third set. Now, I like your point over the fact that they're looking for somebody to catch fire here. Not just, all of them are leaders. That's not what they need right now. They need somebody to catch fire and to let it spread to others.
Yung tuloy-tuloy, tama. Parang fire to really get the momentum going. Kasi alam natin yung Creamline. Tama ka nga, everyone's a leader. Everyone's been a team captain in this team. So, I think they just need to get the confidence na rin.
Yes, and they now have brought Alyssa Valdez to the bench as Van Sickle pounces on another opportunity to score. She has 12 points in the match.
Did you see how high she can jump in front of us? Siguro mga 1 meter. Yun.
Hindi naman. Pero regalo, pwedeng baunin. Pero sa kanya, 1 point. Gumabaw battling, and it touched the antenna, and we now have our score tied at 1 apiece.
Same story nung set number 2. Dikitan, but yun nga yung end game. Natuloy-tuloy na ni Petro Gazz Angels.
Here's Galanza serving.
Gemma Galanza starting now.
Muntik magkasapawan sila ni Barbon, and it's off the block.
Brooke Van Sickle wasn't sure how she did that because it was off the hands of Bernadette Pons here. Timing was off for the blockers of Creamline.
13 points already for Van Sickle. Oh, deeply done. Down the line. Nobody home.
Yes, and I think that's Panata's first point And this match,
Yes, she has 4. First point in the set.
Set. 4 points na pala. Sorry, Pangs.
Okay lang. Alam naman niya yung role niya. In the meantime, side. Pablo, magkagulo kayo dyan. Hindi makalamang
Yes.
ang Creamline.
Kanina
Tatabla, pero hindi nila makuha yung lamang. That's part probably of the problem of this game. The mood is not swinging towards their favor.
And Petro Gazz needs to take advantage of that.
I agree.
Sabi ko nga, stars align dito si Petro Gazz Angels, and they know it.
That serve, however, is too long. We're knotted at 3. We're in the third set. First 2 sets going the way of the Angels, 25-17, 25-20. G-side has to hustle for it.
Ooh! Wow.
That's still in play. Pons counters. It's off 2 blockers. And it's the first time for Creamline to taste the lead as we send it to Kyla.
Yes, 7 Phil. She started from the sands and now she's building sand castles and concrete ones. MV Pon says that her never give up attitude na nakuha niya sa beach volleyball ang maituturing na edge niya ngayon dito sa indoor. With what's happening now, we would want to see more of that. Apart from that, yung disiplina na naging puhunan niya raw. Sa galaw ni MV Pon, sa akalain mong wala nang kaba sa sistema niya. Pero natutunan niya lang daw itong i-overcome by thinking that not everyone gets the chance, the privilege, kaya walang pagod-pagod, kakayod at kakayod. 7 Phil coming into this third set, deep breaths were taken and big words were said. During the huddle, Coach Sherwin said, championship ang nakasalalay dito. Mapapagod talaga tayo, pero kayang-kaya to. Let's see if the Cool Smashers can ice the ever-fiery Angels this set. 7 Phil.
Thank you very much, Kyla Castillo. In the meantime, earlier, first time for the Cool Smashers to score 3 straight points. They're in the lead by 1. Here comes some hesitation. Pablo alert to it. The snap. It is still alive. It is alive. As Syed sends it to Phillips, who misses the target.
Another outside hit there for MJ Phillips. Very scrappy defense for both teams here. Mga, one hand coverage.
Akala mo patay na ang bola, gagawa ng paraan, aangat ni Chisayat ng isang kamay. Andito si Bernadette Pons. And Pons' serve is outside.
Ito nga naman yung serve receive ng Creamline is very concerning.
Yeah, and their service errors, total of 7. Pablo's serve, looks short it is. Creamline maintaining a 2-point lead.
May phone-in tayo dito na fun fact.
Ano?
Creamline, this is the most recent 2 sets na talo ng Creamline. Na magkasunod.
Oh, okay.
So very uncharacteristic din sa champion team na ito.
I sense that too. Brand Sigel with a prayer-like shot. She has it off the block. She pursues it also. She will even go for the spike. Keep it in play.
One more.
Elevating it. And alive, but not anymore.
I love the agility of Brooke Van Sickle. Did you see she blocked that ball? She was also the one who recovered it, and then siya pa nag-spike. Again and again, 3 attempts, and in her 3rd attempt, scored a point.
There's a possibility she touched it at least 6 times. Not in succession, in alternating fashion.
Blocks, receive.
Hindi na baon yung regalo. In the meantime, chance to set. It is blocked. Galanza stretches where it gets it back. Finds the angle. Knocks it in. And we will pause for the technical timeout. Creamline leads by 2. Hey, don't you miss a thing. The NBA playoffs are coming this April. Only on NBA TV Philippines. One Sports, RPTV, and Filipinas Live. Everything counts. In the meantime, 8-6 tally here. Creamline with a rare taste of the lead, trying to hang on to it. Palma hammering it in. Blocked. They reset. Negrito goes to Panaga, who scores his 6th point, or 5th point rather.
Creamline now having a run here, the third set. I feel like meron na silang urgency. Kasi nga, they are down by 2 sets. They need to win this third set to extend the match.
Rania Musa has been dispatched. They need a little height at that net. Rania turning around the right time. Van Sigel adjusts and goes lefty. Down beneath the sea. Barbon got to it. Van Sigel uncorks. Here comes Negrito. Pumps it up high. Van Sigel gets to it. T-side. Musa twisting in the air. Can't get it to stay on the ground. Galanza denied. Pons alert. We have the third longest rally happening right now. This could end right now, right here.
Michelle Gumabaw going for that easy down the line hit. Siya nga nagturo sa akin kapag rally, i-down the line mo kasi sure.
Hindi makukuha.
Oo.
In the meantime, I think we have a timeout. We'll be back.
Use that 9 meter. 서부터 slowly, slowly.
Huwag tayo bumitaw. Tsagayin natin. Isa-isa. Dahan-dahan. Nagmamadali sila. Dahan-dahan tayo.
Ma, aggressive to, aggressive. I go, let's go.
Hey, Master Yes.
Coach,
We have you back with us here. 10-6 is the lead, and the 4-point lead by Creamline. They have not really tasted the lead in the first 2 sets, but now they've managed to inch forward with a 4-point lead here in the third.
kakasabi mo lang na hindi pa sila nakakalamang. Narinig ka ata.
Narinig ata ako. Van Sigel. Now they're being a little more alert and bouncing on it. And here's the energy that they have been looking for.
Exactly. The energy. This is a championship match. And you slow start for Creamline, but this is the energy that Gemma Galanza is giving to this Creamline squad.
You know, Creamline has championship DNA. They know how to win. So if you are an opponent, you better know how to finish it quickly. Van Sigel has that in mind. Cuts down the lead to 4.
Brooke Van Sigel using the hands of the Gumabaw there. Block touch, timing it. So it will check out.
Alam mo si Michelle Gumabaw na sa Lasal, ang hirap yung kalaban. Napaka-energetic niyang kapitan.
Tsaka siya yung nakatapat sa akin. Nakakainis ang tangkal.
In the meantime, Petro gets 2 points in a row. They come within 3.
I think that is Sat's second service ace.
You are meron kang ano, no? Meron kang computer sa ano, yung SPSS mode mo, yung statistical program for social science nandyan. In the meantime, Chi!
Single block.
Ang galing magbasa ni Chi talaga. Tinignan muna eh.
Sumilip pa, no?
Tinignan muna ng picture eh.
And that's what you get from a veteran like Chi Sahen.
Myra, point of the set. Hatid sa inyo ng Myra B. Vita Brighter with Myra's Vitamin Powered Whitening Lotion. Sabay, commercial tayo.
Kasi may kakampi tayo sa middle eh. Diba? Nandyan sila. Nandyan lagi yan. Dapat lagi ka lang nandun kasi left and right lang yan. O, first attack muna. Receive muna tayo.
Yes, coach.
Let's go. Tuloy mo lang. Tuloy mo lang yan.
Ole, ole, Creamline!
Ayan, nagising na ang barangay ng parehong kupunan. Ang mga nakapula at ang mga nakapink. Pero ito,
Yes.
nagpapahinga sandali. Napagod
Ayan,
din,
ayan.
napagod. Pero ito,
Yes.
Chisayet. Tinaas. You were saying?
Oh, I love that.
You were saying?
Our community is growing and yung passion nila to watch volleyball.
And then yung sabi mo down the line, ayun, naku,
Kabado.
natatago si Sir.
JCN.
Natatago si Sir.
I know that when he does that to his nails, medyo ano na yan.
Oh naman. Love of the game din. 12-9. Powerful spike. Absorb. Counter. Absorb. Here's Barbon with the set. Van Sickle looking for an angle. Elevated high by Negrito. Here comes Gumabaw. It's punched up, but they manage to keep it in play. Galanza, Negrito, and that's gonna work. That's gonna work.
Yes, and this is what I wanted to see nung beginning pa lang yung championship game na everything being popped up, defending, and there you go, one-on-one versus Panaga, Sir Alan, the team manager here.
Panaga with 6 points. Oh, and Pablo bundles that. It is now the biggest lead of Creamline with a 5-pointer.
Parang nag-iba na, no?
Nag-shift yung mood eh. Yung tempo, yung temperature ng game. And another timeout has been requested. Let's give it to them.
Slow. Everyone, come on! Come!
Okay, bawi tayo. Guys, okay, this time, we need to slow down. We don't have to do their pacing. Let's stay on our pacing, do our own rhythm, okay? Stick on our own rhythm. Hey, Petro Gazz! Madali lang.
We are so glad you could join yours truly, Seb Semenda, Phil Ganglet, Cayetano, and Tyler Castillas. Our Signal One Sports Filipino Smile team combines to give you the championship of the All-Filipino Conference first night, first game here. Chisayet. Oh, wicked shot. Van Sickle continues to simmer. She has 16.
Yes, sabi nga nung timeout, I heard Ate Cha Cruz here. But first,
it's a spike of a set brought to you by Dunkin. Pasalubong ng bayan. Hindi ko pa natatanong siya. Anong favorite mong Dunkin?
oh, my favorite is choco butternut and nutty chocolate.
Okay. Next time.
Pero hindi, gusto ko lang sabihin yung timeout. Si Coach Koji sabi slow down kasi sumasabay sa pace si Petro Gazz Angels sa pace ni Creamline.
Kontrahin natin
They
ng
should
konti.
be the one to control it, sabi nila.
Excellent effort by Ted Gatura to chase it. But here we are. It is now a 15-10 third. Alam mo, tama yung point kanina ni Sherwin Meneses na ni-report, inulat sa atin ni Kyla na may hirapan talaga, na may championship to. Won't be easy, won't be handed to you as a gift. Van Sickle, Sabete gets it to bite.
Off the hands for Jonah Sabete.
Jonah in double digits with 10.
Dalawang players na sa Petro Gazz Angels ang naka-double digits. So far sa Creamline, wala pa.
Ang malapit na si Pablo, 9 points. Ito, si Musa. High and in. De Leon zips it over. Phillips tries to hammer it in. Oh, Bernadette Pons with a big one.
Finally, our queen here, Bernadette Pons.
And delivering the point that brings us to the second technical timeout of the third. SB Finance, ang BFF na malalapitan. Ito, third set, lamang ang Creamline ng 5. Uh-oh, whistle. Is it a rotation
I
mistake?
think nag-touch sa service line. Si Gumabaw.
Okay.
Foot fault.
So it's a 4-point lead after that foot fault violation. We have Janelle Chang on the floor. You know, I cannot forget what Petro did against Choco when they chased a 21-15 disadvantage and scored 12 straight points. And look at this. Dito magaling ang Petro when they're down. Let's see if they can complete a turnaround. Now, if you're Creamline, you got to be conscious of that. Block of the set at sa inyo ng East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL ALL-Filipino Conference.
Did you see the adjustments of the blockers? There, one step to the left kasi nga yung set bumitin din.
Alam mo, blocking is both technique and timing.
Yes.
Campiatura keeps it in play. Myla signs it to the corner, but it's covered very well by Galanza. Oh, the block.
Bernadette Pons made sure to break that block kasi kanina nung attempt niya, it was a solid block against her.
Pons is the leading scorer of Creamline with 8.
Ayun nga, and very uncharacteristic for Creamline because we know they're a #1 attacking team in the league.
They score in bunches. Uh-oh, mishandled reception. And it is now a 5-point lead anew. Second time for it to be established in this third set. Earlier it was at 14-9 as well as at 15-10. So it's been a familiar refrain, this 5-point lead. Also at 16-11, by the way. In the meantime, Phillips connects and cuts it down to 4.
MJ Phillips angling her spike against Gemma Galanza because you don't want to go up also against BDL na nakatayo na doon.
Yeah, exactly. Now Nicole Champson in a familiar role, trying to serve, coming off the bench, not the easiest job to do, but she gets it over clearly. That is denied, and Van Sickle blocking De Leon there. The lead now is cut down to 3.
I have been seeing BDL doing back quicks there, and now Van Sickle guarding that play against her.
She's anticipating it, no? Negrito goes the other direction. The block is right there. It's still there. Cheng gets to it. Campiatura sets up Porciento to Van Sickle. Why not? Why not? She has 18.
Easy top spin ball for Brooke Van Sickle. Swiping off the block of BDL here. You can see.
And we do have a timeout. We'll be back.
Listen, Bea, pumunta ka dito pero gaganyan ka lang konti. Huwag ka mag-direct yan kasi tatalo na ka talaga dyan. Dito tayo. Ha? Pons, back dito ha. Tagayin nyo lang. Usapan naman, di ba? Yung unang block nila, nandyan talaga sila. Pag nagka-cover tayo, lumuluwag na yan. Okay? Front row si Kayla, kaya dito ang drop ball ha. Gila, palo lang ang maganda. Okay.
One point! Hey! All in! Creamline!
Fans are everywhere, filling up this building. Game 1.
Yeah, pink or red.
Oo. Maliit, malaki, bata, matanda, may ipin at wala. Ganon, di ba, pag naglalaro?
Yes.
In the meantime, the serve by Champson, 2-point lead by Creamline. Not the safest of leads. Oh, Pontillas is there. Excellent connection. De Leon knocks it down.
Excellent connection there with Kyle and BDL. And I feel like si Kyle nakuha talaga yung gustong set din ni BDL when BDL joined Creamline Cool Smashers.
You know, that connection between you and the setter is so vital. Huh?
Yes. Constant communication.
Oh, I remember how when you were playing, Jem Ferrer would do that so well as well. In the meantime, it's a double contact call.
For Cheng here. Very strict first referee.
It's not like it mishandled. Well, tama yan. Kung ano yung tawag niya. 4-point lead by Creamline. Jamson kneeling down with it. Ooh, players grapple with it. Second ball should be setter.
Play
inside in the corner.
Gemma Galanza's favorite play there is spiking in the middle. She is 100% successful so far.
Yep, right there,
Yes.
hammering it in the middle. And that 5-point lead has been re-established by the Cool Smashers. Here's BDL. Jamson. Chang. Van Sickle. Punches it in. She has 19 points.
And that's what Petro Gazz Angels needs. They've been struggling naman. Sila naman nahihirapan sa first ball nila. And they couldn't attack and give it well to Brooke Van Sickle.
And it's, if you're Petro, it's time for Porciento volleyball.
Yes,
you're going to go to Van Sickle. Jamson. Dump by Panada. Panada has 7.
Now the control is on Creamline Cool Smashers here.
Yes. They are in charge of the momentum of this third set. They're down in the set count 2-0. The Grito. Van Sickle. Reverse. Hello. Gumabaw. Slows it down. Cheng elevates. So does Barbon. Reset. Oh! Panaga with a hand in the cookie jar, but enough to stop it.
Kung kaninang first 2 sets, maganda yung net defense ni Petro Gazz. Now, bumaliktad naman na kay Creamline na ang net defense with Panaga. 6-time PVL best blocker.
Yeah. 23-17.
No receive again.
And Van Sickle will have to heave it high. Oh, muntik na naman. Kundi, point against them if they hit the Jumbotron. It's outside. And we find Creamline with a 3-point surge and set point.
Just a revival of Creamline, how they can turn around their game is what champions are made of.
I agree. Biggest lead at 7.
Oh. That's what Petro Gazz Angels need now. Kaya pa to, ha? 24-18.
Yeah, saving 1 set point.
Petro Gazz Angels can do a run here if it will go their way. But if I was them, kukunin ko na to kasi mananalo na tayo championship game 1. I were them.
You know, if you're Petro Gazz, try as best as you can. Might be difficult, 24-18, but you'll build some kind of run momentum for the 4th set. Syed loads it up. Carlos gets it on the line, and we will go 4 sets. It's a 2-1 lead by Petro. We will be needing a 4th set. Don't go too far away.
Here we go. Welcome back to the PVL ALL-Filipino Conference. Game 1 of the finals. We have set number 1 and 2 going to Petro Gazz Angels, but there has been a resurgence, a revival of the Creamline Cool Smashers. They have frozen the wings of the Angels, and you can see here the match. Creamline, we see, has outdone themselves now in the attacking department and the blocking and the service aces and committing less errors in that match. And I could just feel the revival and how champions play in this kind of high pressure, high intensity match. And for the Petro Gazz Angels, you know, the coaches and even the players kept reminding themselves to slow down. Don't get excited to get the win agad. You know, we have to work on
good
it.
point, yeah. It's not gonna be handed over to us, so we
yes.
gotta earn it. Okay?
Masyado siguro na-excite na, uy, mas straight sets natin. But, you know, ito yung matitest mo yung character ng player, yung control sa
I agree.
emotions.
And it's Creamline, a team that has beaten them before on several occasions in championships, except in 2019. Creamline is looking for championship number 11 and their 5th straight, which is quite a phenomenal achievement, actually. But let's get things underway for set number 4. Oh, well handled that by Barbon. And Pablo is back in business.
Myla Pablo, bagyong Pablo, back row attack there from Chisaet. You know how yung decision ni Chisaet na i-back row na kasi nasa dulo na siya eh. Kaysa iba to sa open. Myla Pablo is also an option for back row attack.
And that's something, Van Sickle and Sayed nearly colliding there.
Yes. The defense was there, but amazing drop ball from Gemma Galanza.
Good read.
3 people went to dive for that ball from Petro Gazz Angels.
Basang-basa and played high off the hands, actually. Knotted at 1 here in the 4th. Van Sickle knew it was going to her.
Oh, it's alive!
High ball in play. One more time for Van Sickle. They grapple with it. Gumabo slaps it over. One more time. Boy pa. It's about the 4th longest rally. And Pons fills up that hole.
I don't know how Pons does it with her drop ball, pero ang ganda ng timing eh. Every time. Just a soft tip there.
A lot of the players, when you talk to her, ang hirap bantayan ni Pons kasi ang likot-likot ng kamay. Saka ang tagal niyang bago bumaba eh.
Agree.
Musa. Into the hands of Sabete. That's sharp, straight and true, but handled well by Creamline. Oh, just short.
Out of system play. Pons really fighting for it. It was a hard angle.
Mahirap tansyahin eh. Hindi normal set eh. Tabla po tayo sa dos. 2-1 lead by the Angels in the set count here in game 1 of the finals of the All-Filipino. Gumabaw. Sayed. Managa. Burns it. Great effort that time by Temperatura. But Panaga not to be denied. She has 10 points.
Oh, double digits for Panaga. And you know what I noticed in the semifinals, Panaga has been peaking in her game also. But slow start for her here, kanina.
You know, you have a tendency to forget about Panaga in the course of the game. In the meantime, Van Sickle has a hard angle to work with. And it's a 2-point lead by Creamline.
Yes. I don't know what's happening with Petro Gazz Angels. Parang nag-iba yung mood din eh compared to the first and second set where they were really in control and very tight.
The confidence that they had, that a bit of a swag, if you put it that way, is now gone. They're now under some duress here. And that serve is long. Kyla will give us a 4th set report.
And so the Araneta Coliseum roared as the Creamline Cool Smashers came alive. We're shown that that's how champs recover, but now we will see if the Petro Gazz Angel, the so-called challengers, really does have what it takes to win over the series. You know, I was reminded of what Brooke Van Sickle told me earlier. She said she takes pride in her team being resilient. She knows that whatever comes their way, they can and they will tough it out. You know, 7 Phil, since 2023, Brooke has learned a ton of Tagalog words already, but what she has been saying more this conference was bawi. She said she finds beauty in it, in trying and trying again. This resonated with what Remy Palma said during the huddle. Hindi kilala ang Petro Gazz na basta-basta susuko. Huwag kayo magpadala sa ingay. Hinga lang. Chemistry at sa puso magkakatalo ngayon. 7 Phil.
And thank you very much, Kyla. Such a great volleyball term, actually. And we'll try to listen into this timeout.
Stop with the mouth! Road to a chance!
Guys, let's play with patience, okay? They will not give us points. We will create our own points, okay? Be patient. Every point, we will work hard for that, okay? Let's go! Laban tayo! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Come on, moving the lead! Lead! I go!
Let's go! Petro Gazz Angels!
You know, you can't have...
Rhea de Macalangan wearing pink there. Surprise!
Erica Staunton, ano?
Yes, and Erica Staunton. New addition for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
I think Rhea is going to play for Creamline in the ABC, which will start on the 20th, all the way to the 27th, the Asian Volleyball Conference. In the meantime, we have 3 teams in that particular tournament. Pablo gets it to bite.
Through the block for Pablo.
Now, yung timeout ngayon, sabi ni Coach Koji na lagyan niyo ng puso. Uy, nagtagalog siya. Puso daw.
Matututo ka rito. Si Brooke Wansika niya, bawi.
Yes.
It's such a great volleyball term. Bawi.
Bawi. Try and try.
Bawi, kapit. Those terms are organic to the sport. Dalayon. Running
Double
set.
blocker.
And Pablo just knew it.
Yes. She sat with that fast set and Pablo ready for that attack.
You know, you spikers, you know when there is no blocker. Myra point of the set, brought to you by Myra. Be brighter with Myra's vitamin powered whitening lotion. Time to listen.
Kaya nga, hindi, nandito kami. Di ba?
Yung rotation.
Yung rotation natin yan.
Kanya ka. Okay.
Kasi nakasiksik sila
Okay,
dito
good.
eh.
Sige,
Okay? Quick lang ha, tapos 4. Okay? Okay, magpalat na.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, ole, Creamline!
Alam mo, ang bawat team kanya-kanyang coded words. Kahit na pumapasok tayo sa timeout, meron silang language na sila lang nakakaintindi.
Pero dahil coach ko dati si Coach Sherwin, naintindihan ko.
Alam mo.
Sabi daw mag-play, quick si PVL and then magka-4 spike si Pons. Tingnan natin kung susundin nila.
Sabi mo?
Yes, that's it. That's the play. Quick and 4. Success! Sumakses ang play and timeout ni Coach Sherwin. Meneses here. Quick PDL. 4 spike for Pons. Walang blocker. Humabol lang si Myla Pablo. Very good.
Yan po ang advantage pag ang analyst mo a recent player. Alam niya ang estratehiya. Block! Well done! And we will go into the technical timeout and return very swiftly to game 1, the mood of which has changed substantially. As Bernadette Pons serves at 8-5, get your daily dose of sports updates on Sporting or starting lineup, Monday to Friday, 6:30 p.m. on Pilipinas Live, the app, and on One News, available also on One Sports and One Sports Plus. And now, it's 9-5 in favor of Creamline. If you're Petro Gazz, you got to start thinking clearly here.
Yes.
The emotions die down. You now have to be more strategic. That will go to Petro.
And I feel like yung body language nila, alam mo yun, yung mood and body language nila, parang talo na sila. But they're up by 2 sets.
Oh, actually.
And I think they're struggling. They're so much in their minds right now. They just have to let go and play.
And I think the mindset, hindi natin ako in third set. Tapos na to. Tapos na yun eh.
Yes.
It's on to the next play. As if you play this sport, you can't dwell on the past. You move ahead.
They have to bring in their energy in set number 1 and 2.
Oh, God. Galanza doing a Galanza.
Everything working for Creamline, and still Petro Gazz Angels are struggling even in their defense with that simple drop ball from Gemma Galanza.
4-point lead by the Cool Smashers were smashing their way to possibly tie up this match. And it's now a familiar 5-point lead for Creamline.
It's now or never for the Angels. They have to create points, create opportunities with their first attack.
Yan ang sabi ni Remy Palma nung timeout. We will not be given points by the Creamline side. We've got to create our own offense, our own points. Pablo has no angle. She actually caught it. She actually caught it.
She tried to adjust, but basketball ata yung shoot.
Oh, she actually caught it. She could have been called for a violation there. But we have a timeout by the Angels.
Guys, it's us. Okay? It's us. If we want to win this game, we need to get our points. Okay? Let's not wait for them. They will not give us points. We will create. And then guys, patience. Tsagayin natin. Ha? Tsagayin natin. Last time, guys.
Everyone go! Go!
Cover tayo. Hey, Angels!
I love the leadership and calming presence then ni Palma there. You know, she was very calm, explaining to the team na we have to create the points. Hindi tayo yung aasa sa errors ng Creamline. And, you know, I think everyone in the Petro Gazz Angels just needs to play their game. Wag na masyado mag-overthink.
Direct Marvin Chavez catching those moments with Remy Palma. Oh, kanina pa pinupuntahan si Myla, medyo nababasa ng Creamline. Maybe it's time to switch it over to another possibility. Cheng sends it high. Pellet scores.
MJ Phillips knows she has the height against Panaga. Inunahan na sa taas ng bola there. One-on-one Panaga versus Phillips. MJ elevating against Panaga.
3-point run ending. I think we have a challenge.
Their challenge. Reaching beyond the net, si MJ. They're challenging for that last play, I guess. Yung joust nila ni Panaga.
Baka, Of course, the protocol here, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot show the replay while it is being judged. I've learned this years ago.
Here we go. No, it was clearly in the court of the Petro Gazz Angels. Right decision for MJ Phillips.
Okay, so that's a point.
Yes.
12-7. And they obtain the serve.
Unsuccessful challenge.
First serve high and in. Chase down. Another zip, another whip. It is outside. 2 straight points now by the Angels.
Great timeout there by Coach Koji just to, you know, regroup and pakalmahin ng mga Angels.
Naku, layo ng pagkakaset. Pero ang ganda. Pansik out.
Ooh.
Powers it in.
Brooke Van Sickle has been a force for the Angels. Here, you can see over the block. Clean spike from Brooke Van Sickle.
20 puntos. 20.
20 points na siya?
Yes.
Wow. Parang more.
Oh, great dive that time by Temperatura. Elevated to the air. Temperatura still kicking. Missed. It rolls over.
Back row. Violation for Cheng.
Wala eh. She had to keep it alive in some way eh.
Kaso umover yung bola eh. Naset niya naman, but it went over the court of Creamline, which is a back row violation.
Kung minsan naman ang setter nakakalimutan na back row sila, di ba? Anyway. 39. Pushed over. Blocked. Gumabaw. Marmon. Van Sickle. Ponces. Puto. Got it. Nag-alangan si Bernadette. Pagtaas niya, hindi niya alam kung papaluin niya o iuhulog niya.
Yeah, and I feel nga nabitin din sa ere.
That's the right word.
Si Pons. Kasi nararamdaman ko rin yun.
Hindi lunod eh. Bitin eh.
Bitin, yes.
Nararamdaman mo ikaw nung naglalaro ka, nandun ka sa may after. Ay,
talaga.
Ay.
Oh.
Phillips with a great dig. Setup job for Van Sickle. Yes! And she is 21. Angels roaring, flying back.
And
look at Remy Palma be the cheerleader in that corner.
She wants her team to win.
Oh, and she's being the motivator for her team. Blocked and inside. 3 straight points by the Angels, and Van Sickle with 22. Timeout by Creamline.
Okay, pero pag dito sa 2 tayo, solid yan. Okay. Ha? Pang sasalag ka lamang, ikaw ulit ang bola. O, simula ulit tayo. Receive mo na ulit ha, receive mo na ulit ha. Reaction. Reaction sa 5 pag walang receive. MG, coach, reaction ha.
Yes. Let's go.
Pag nasa kabila yung bola, pag palo nila, patay agad.
All in, Creamline!
Sherwin Meneses is the ever cool multi-title champion.
Yes.
Naalala ko yan nung nasa Adamson yan, assistant ni Mami
Dulce.
Mami Dulce. Lang siya quiet, siya yung strategist eh.
Yeah.
Si Mami Dulce yung motivator eh. Pagod na ba kayo? In the meantime, here we go. Gumabaw. Oh, gets that to bite! Michelle with 6.
Gumaba coming in and out of the court. Quality minutes here for Creamline.
No question about it. 2-point affair here in the fourth. Anybody's match all of a sudden.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Chang with one hand. Van Sickle.
Oh!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh!
That's all I can say. Oh, wow. Brooke Van Sickle bringing back the energy for the Angels here. It was all just one hand set from Cheng, but still a powerful spike.
Like a pilot navigating turbulence, he made the adjustment. 1-point affair here in the fourth. And it's off the block in a 2-point lead by Creamline.
Pons is just spiking really fast against the hands of Cheng there. She knows she can take it. She can break the block there.
Yes. Here's Panaga. Barbon. Oh, well crafted. Musa is celebrating, enjoying that, cuts down the lead to 1.
Yes, and I think that's her first point, attack point in this finals game. Short running spike there.
You know, Musa has grown comfortable in that role. She won't start, but she'll come off the bench at a certain juncture and provide some stability at the net there.
Hindi naabangan. Creamline did not anticipate that quick running spike, short running spike for Musa.
Brooke Van Sickle with 23. Nice slide to the floor by Temperatura. Sayed. Pablo hammers it, but contained.
Oh!
It's alive! Pablo doesn't want to waste it. Negrito to the other end. It's out of reach.
And we've been talking about Pons being their consistent wing player, Creamline.
Yes, indeed. We have reached the second technical timeout break of the fourth set. Nagpapatuloy po ang Game 1 ng finals ng All-Filipino Conference ng Premier Volleyball League. At ito'y dikit na dikit dito sa fourth set. Nung unang dalawang set na Miami at naigang Petro Gazz, bumawi ang Creamline sa third. 16-15 ang count dito. Si Palma magsaserve para sa Petro. Ito, anybody's game.
Yes, dangerous times for Creamline because Petro Gazz is up by 2 sets.
Palma serves, sailing in cleanly. Manageable. Van Sickle, good set.
No blocker! Oh,
What
wow.
a set. And Sabete left alone. Isolated. We are tied at 16.
Where is no block for Sabete? Just gonna spike it with all the power.
Alam mo naman kaya samurai ang tawag natin dyan. Bigla na lang. Ang galing magbasa ni Jonah ng ganyan. Libre ako? Sige.
Game na game.
Palma serve. Neutralized by the deflection. Van Sickle makes it a set. It's punched in.
Block
just brushed off the blockers. And the last 3 points have been all the Angels. Tots Carlos will re-enter the match. So will Galanza.
I'm looking at the last game in their semifinals match. It's almost the same.
Ganun ba?
Yes.
Oh,
First 2
5
set,
sets din
Petro
yan.
Gazz. Third set.
4 sets pala yan.
Yes, 4 sets.
And they split their matches in the eliminations and the semis. It's Fe Galanza who's on the floor. I think Gemma is also on the other end. Yes.
Yes, sisters.
Janelle Chang. Pons wants it.
Oh.
Yes. She shouted for it.
Yes.
Ha! Sabi niya, ha! Akin na!
Myla Pablo couldn't get there fast enough for that attack from Bernadette Pons. No blocker for her, almost there.
They shook her free, 17 all. And a nail biter of a fourth. Sabete gets it again. But this time it's handled well by Creamline. And that'll work. It's the brush against the block. And Creamline is back ahead by 1.
This is the intensity of a championship match that I want to experience also. Kahit kanino yung game eh.
It's so sad that somebody has to become the loser here. Sayed with one-handed set. Not exactly delivered upon. That's blocked. And it's handled well on the other side. Carlos fires. Sabete says, I got it. Pablo fires. No problem for the other side. Galanza. No! Down and out. Last 3 points have been all Creamline.
Gemma Galanza here back for the Creamline Cool Smashers after injuring her hand. Skipping some games in the semifinals.
Chamson will come in for Pablo. Pons has already registered 15 points. That is still in play. Pons says keep it alive. Carlos. Ball. Phillips with 2 hands and an arm on it.
Finally, Petro Gazz Angels getting the rhythm back and the blocking. Let's go.
1
Says
point lead.
MJ.
Yeah, 1 point lead by Creamline.
17 all yan kanina.
Yep. Galanza with a swag at the ramp.
An easy attack point for Galanza using the smaller block here.
Dinaan sa eskinita. Ang heated 2018 tally here. First time for Ella De Jesus to appear in this game.
Oh, she had the service kanina.
Naipasok ba?
Yes.
Okay. Good set. And Thompson is a contributor. Brings her team within 1.
Yes, first attack point there for Chamzon. She has been serving for Angels, and now she has a chance to be in front and taking it.
Pons. Galanza, Temperatura digs it high. It becomes a set. Out of system, but in play. Hard angle to work with. Phillips goes now to Van Sickle in play. We are in furious action. Temperatura unable to handle it. It's 21-19.
If Brooke Van Sickle was attacking with all the power kanina, first 2 sets, it's now Gemma Galanza's turn.
Yes.
Bringing in the power for Creamline Cool Smashers.
She's not the biggest person on the planet, but you know, she loads up a lot of dynamite.
Yes. Laki ng kamay niyan eh. Nakita ko.
I can see.
Pag nag-holding hands kami. Joke
Kayo
lang.
21-19. Van Sickle denied. That's denied. We have a whistle. It's a net violation. And look at this. It's a 3-point lead by Creamline, trying to tie up the set count. Will there be a challenge? Yes, there will.
Second referee, Mathematico, is calling the net touch against the Petro Gazz Angels. So now the Angels are challenging that net fault call by the second referee. Ang intense ng laban eh, biglang may pumito. Nabitin din ako eh.
Well. Sabi ko sa'yo, it's the most depressing call in volleyball.
I know. But I didn't notice the net moving kasi ang bilis eh. If you're here live, ang bilis ng bola.
Ang bilis ng bola.
But so far, kung napansin mo, yung mga atake ni Van Sickle, na-check na yun, na-dig up na ni Creamline.
Na-absorb na nila.
Yes, nakaabang na.
Hindi gaya ng una, nabubutasan sila, pinapanood nila, and they've made
adjusted,
the necessary adjustments to their defensive system, patterns. Alam mo, pinapractice ng mga teams ito. Kunwari, 22-19 or dalawa ang lamang, you have to score 2 points to be able to score 1. May mga drills na ganyan.
Yan yung nakakapagod na scrimmage,
I can imagine.
Na kailangan mo maka 2 points para makascore.
But it does create resilience and some creativity also, trying to play catch-up. The decision still being awaited here.
I didn't see actually kasi nakaharang din si second referee. I hope we got it in the challenge system.
Hayaan mo, pagdating ng ABC, doon tayo sa taas ko. Okay?
Pero kasi, naalala mo yung dating challenge ni Petro Gazz Angels, inconclusive kasi natakpan ng flag.
Ito, inconclusive ito. Nakita ko si Joy Imos, yung review referee. Malamang, she's shaking her head, parang
wala.
It's not conclusive. And I'm looking at the review guys, they are not sure, I can tell, but let's wait. Let's not speculate. Let's not jump the gun here. This is crucial. This happened also in the another game. Petro Gazz against Choco. The angle was perhaps.
Yes, alam ko yung natakpan ng flag.
Hindi tama yung
natakpan
angle
ng sapatos. But the ball was outside or inside? Here you go.
Ito.
Yes, clearly. Good call for referee Mathematico. Yes.
It will stay at 22-19. You know, the thing that the challenge has taken away is coaches going bananas over some calls or non-calls, really. Van Sickle, full swing. Close to the net goes Negrito. This is playable, but Sabete was too far away.
She had the reaction a little bit delayed. She knew it was gonna be her ball, check ball, but 1 second delayed reaction with that soccer move.
3 straight points and a 4-point lead. And it is now set point for Creamline. And a chance to tie up the set count and force a fifth. We had expected this. Negrito can serve for the set. Phillips blasts away, saves one set point.
Not yet over for the Petro Gazz Angels here.
Serve is allowed now. Phillips is about to do that. Elevated high. Jumps on. And Panaga with 13 points sends us into a deciding fifth set on championship night.
Here you go, Panaga just dunking it in with that free regalo ball for her.
And it is never easy to play a champion that has DNA of such. It'll be a toss-up in the fifth. It's championship night, and why not 5 sets? And look at that, how long each one is taking. Well, we had a long decision to make in the challenge in that 4th set. But look what excellent comeback by Creamline. Not the easiest team to beat, really, if you think about it.
Yes, and sinabi mo nga sa akin, Sev, na this team, Creamline, knows how to win. And I feel like yung experience nila ng semifinals, losing in 4 sets against Petro Gazz, really motivated them to get this 4th set. And now we have extended into the 5th set. And at this point, championship match, it can be anybody's game. You know, breaks of the game,
yes.
the unforced errors, and the in-game adjustment will make a huge difference here. And you can see again, Creamline dominating in the attacks, blocks, and service aces. And so far, both teams naman has lessened their errors. So good game talaga itong championship match. Top tier Philippine volleyball here.
And these are the top 2 teams that finished at almost the same records actually going into this finale. And we had anticipated, as you take a look at this, I'll talk about my point in just a short. Go ahead, please.
Oh, yes.
Come on.
This set number 4, they had Creamline had 38% attack percentage versus Petro Gazz Angels with only 28%. So, ito na nga, nakikita na natin kung anong klaseng team si Creamline, being the number 1 attacking team. So, nung set number 4, na-check na rin ng defense ni Creamline yung mga palo ni Brooke Van Sickle here. You can see Bernadette Pons with 15 points and Brooke Van Sickle with 23 points.
But you know what?
Here.
But you know what? We had anticipated also that on championship night, there are always those stars who will suddenly shine. And we find that in Panaga, who has delivered 12 points.
12 points na.
And she has contributed in almost every set.
Aspect. Blocking.
Oh, and
attacking.
Nakakalimutan siya ng depensa actually ng Petro Gazz.
Yes.
Bigla silang pinapaluan.
Surprise, there's Panaga.
So ito tayo mga kaibigan. Race to 15, and I know that at 8 we changed sides.
15 lang kasi sa UAP umabot ng 25-27.
May ugali ang UAP of late, ganun ay naaabot din. But ito, tingnan natin. Sabete will serve. Blocked. And the first point belongs to the Angels.
MJ Phillips trying to cheer her teammates. Strong front line now. Phillips and Van Sickle there. And Isa Maizo also starting.
Not just a full front line, but a loaded one. In the meantime, open set. Chisayat hustles. Van Sickle denied. Pontillas. Side returns to Van Sickle. Excellent chase down by Galanza. Pushed up, they will call it.
Oh, double contact to MJ Phillips?
That is not challengeable, huh?
Because it was a second ball.
Yeah,
so
and it's also wala sa challenge line.
wala.
Our referee from Thailand, that's her call. She doesn't like it when players do not toss it up cleanly. Phillips tries to get the point back. He does.
So far, the 2 points of Petro Gazz is from MJ Phillips with 1 block and 1 attack point coming from her.
Boy, it's winning time. It's winning time for both sides. Oh, this is out of reach. And it's an early lead by the Angels at 3-1.
And at this point, yung serve receive dapat ng each team
That's a good
should
point.
be solid.
It almost has to be inside and
Excellent.
perfect. Excellent. Well said. Phillips, sharp. Negrito set. Good counter. Down the line we go.
Very sneaky down the line there for Bernadette Pons. She knows she can elevate against Chisa and there down the line.
That's
Perfect,
her.
clean shot.
Yes, exactly. And she has 16, and it's 3-2. Angels still with a 1-point lead. When Sickle slides, she stands up, fires. Everybody diving. Van Sickle. That's alive. They want to go back to Van Sickle. Yes!
I like the Bowie mentality
Yes.
of Van Sickle. You try and try again with all the attempts in your spike until you succeed. Here with that set from Maizo going super cross court.
4-2 lead by Petro Gazz Angels against the Creamline Cool Smashers. Chisayat, the veteran. Blocked. Pons wants it back. Pons wants it back. Reverse. Gumabaw. Pushed high by side. They have to strike here. That's out of reach.
The blockers of Creamline were ready for that angled shot from Aiza Maizo, just guarding her.
Marcado eh.
Yes.
Batayado eh.
Although Van Sickle was able to cover with no control.
Oh, Pontillas gets it to go on the kill. Her third kill of the match.
Pinabawi agad ni Chisayat. Itong si Aiza Maizo.
And it's the Myra point of the set, brought to you by Myra. Be Fight the Brighter with Myra's Vitamin Powered Whitening Lotion. 2-point lead by the Angels. Van Sickle tireless. Free ball. Chance for Petro to attack. Out of reach, out of real estate. Bernadette Pons sizzling with 17 points. 5-4 count. Angels still up slightly. De Leon is all set to serve. Full swing by Sabete. Oh, that died in the water there.
Miscommunication between Kyle Negrito and Panaga there. Kyle gave a quick set, but be quick ang pinasok ni Panaga. Di siya sure.
Alam mo yan, akala talaga ibaban na yan. In the meantime, Musa is all set to serve. Rania serve in play. Once receiving in the middle. Deflected by the block. Chisayat reverses.
Single block.
Chance to attack. Sayat adjusts with a one. Oh, MJ Phillips with zone.
Wow! 100 set from Chisa and flying high MJ Phillips against the block of Panaga.
You know,
I felt that.
You know, you sense from Phillips, she wants this so
Yes.
much. In the meantime, timeout by Creamline.
Dahil B3, tiwala sa receive. Pag sumabay ito, pwede ka dyan mag-drop. Pag wala, may palo. Eh, kumpiyansa sa receive, hinahangin na lang. Okay? Go, let's go!
All in, Creamline!
Angels lead by 3 in the race to 15.
So far kasi sa na-check, napa-block touch and check yung mga palo
Yeah.
ni Gemma Galanza ng Petro Gazz
Which
block.
did not
Yes.
happen in the fourth set.
Yes.
Musa serve. Again, Pons receiving. Return. Gumabo has to hustle for it. Van Sickle. Combination! Exacto sa kanto!
And that's the first time that they did that play. Quick play for MJ and Dos na palo for Sadete.
While we change sides, let's go to Kyla.
Champions versus challengers. The Angels might have thought they had it, but the Creamline Cool Smashers remembered who they are. Now this fifth set frenzy truly gets to decide who will reign supreme. Angels aiming for the crown, ready to give whatever it takes. Sabi nga ni Kapitana Rem, kapit! Kung anong ingay man ng tao, huwag magpapaapekto, tatagan ng utak at puso. But hey, the Cool Smashers aren't letting go without a war. As Kyle Negrito said, sa haba ng conference, ito na ang pinaka-importanting parte. Kaya naman, no more excuses. They vow to give their all. No love lost in this final set. Creamline and Petro Gazz leaving everything on the court. 7 Phil.
Thank you very much, and it's been a long journey. And right into the heart of the Creamline defense.
MJ wants to win this game. You can feel it from her aggressiveness just from the start.
Yeah, 5 points over 15 have happened here in the last set.
First 2 points in the fifth set was from her. Now I think it's a 4th point in this set or 5th. Yes.
Here comes
Man, ang sarap maging teammate ni MJ.
Musa all set, waiting for the serve to be unleashed. Muntik na sa oras. Reached for by Syed. Chance to attack. Back row at work. Kyla Atienza. This is denied. Phillips securing the airspace.
Teamwork block by Sabete and Phillips guarding. Thoughts Carlos here. Sabete. Clear block from Sabete. Fighting for the Angels.
Jonna with a key play. A defensive gem giving them a 6-point lead. Musa looks long. Yes, it is.
Pero tagal yung nagsiserve doon. Kanina pa siya.
And it's now 5 against 10.
Creamline needs 5 points to catch up with Petro Gazz. Petro Gazz needs 5 points na lang to win. So 5-5.
So those 5 points on either side, critical here. Timeout has been asked for.
Simple. So, disco. Everyone mark here.
Guys, continue rolling. Hold the moment. Hold the moment.
Okay. It's okay. We can.
One good touch, come on.
Hey, Petro Gazz!
Tama si Phil Gainlet. For Creamline, it's 5 points to tie.
Yes.
For the Angels, it's 5 points to finally win this after winning the first 2 sets, losing the third and the fourth. Here's Negrito. Cheeside setting so well. It's on the ground. The lines judge said it hit the floor, and referee Sasi from Thailand concurred.
Yeah, Sapete just creating points for the Angels.
Cheeside gets a break. Just serving the butter so evenly. Janelle coming in to serve. Nips the net. And excellent shot that time by Panaga. Panaga now with 13.
13 points. Panaga here in the finals is just being very creative with her shots and
I
running
agree.
spike.
That's the right term. Alam mo, si Panaga, when we go to game 2, which will happen,
On
she will be
Thursday.
marked.
Yes.
Alanganin. Nagawa ng paraan ni Sabete. This is tough. Gumabaw. Denied entry. And it's outside. 2 straight points by the Cool Smashers.
Slowly but surely here for the Cool Smashers. Gumabaw also here an MVP for the Cool Smashers. Just knows what to do in high pressure moments here.
Tough reception. Sabete.
Tough reception, but Cheng was still able to set it well for Sabete here. And just look at how high she can jump in the hang time.
And look at the campfire that Creamline had. Everybody watching the fire and nobody minding the tents. Sabete. Ooh. Pons. Hard to field. They'll push it over. Chance to attack. Pablo hit the net. Hit the antenna as well.
Yes. Costly error for Petro Gazz Angels.
Eliza Valdez, who did not see action in the fourth, will return.
To serve here. She also has a sharp floater that...
Eliza Valdez.
Valdez with 6 points. Good set by Cheng.
Oh!
Regalo. Oh, Phillips!
Deja vu! Again for MJ Phillips is just in front of the net, getting opportunities for her to attack.
Creamline wants to challenge. They feel it's a net touch.
Net touch or reaching beyond, I think. There, reaching beyond for MJ Phillips. But she's smiling. I see her smiling.
Alam mo naman yung regalo, kuminsan.
Yes.
Actually, ang palo ng regalo is just slightly over the after it crosses the net. Hindi eksaktong, kasi tatama ka sa net pag right above eh. Kasi natatakam ka eh. Ah, regalo.
No, it's clear. It's in the Petro Gazz court here. No, it's not reaching beyond.
Yeah, Chapa, you should be a review referee.
Baka pwede akong camera. Ako pala yung camera.
13-8 po tayo. Timeout si Sherwin Meneses. He's team down by 5. That number has been the barometer, 5 points.
Ano ang gagawin natin? Mag-break ka ba? Interest mo kasi si MD nandito eh. Panigurado, kukunin ni MD si Brooks. Pag meron lang. Then one stop lang tayo kasi nabutin. Okay, let's go!
Let's go! All in! Creamline!
Alam mo, ang coaching sa pro at sa collegiate, iba talaga. No?
Yes.
Like, nakita mo kay Sherwin, ano? Anong gagawin natin? Sa college, kailangan sabihin mo.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi kailangan ng students at student-athletes ng guidance. No?
Yes.
And of course, Sherwin coaches also NU in the UAAP. That got hit the other day by UP.
Oo nga.
The game's getting more meaningful in the UAAP. So follow that also where you follow us here at the PVL. 2 points away for the Angels to take game number 1.
4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, kala ko. Kinabahan ako dun.
Nicely done.
Down the line, good, Michelle Gumabaw.
Gumabaw knows she can take or handle the block of Myla Pablo there. Going down the line, one-on-one.
Yung line, Gumabaw country yan eh.
Yes.
Kalasal pa lang yan. Yan ang master niya eh.
Solid block
Yes,
there.
indeed.
Coming from BDL and Kyle Negrito.
2 straight points by the Cool Smashers. They come within 3. Timeout by Coach Koji.
Timeout, Petro Gazz.
The one I understood is help each other.
Yeah, parang this is the time to rally your team to victory. 2 points na lang to win. 5 points pa si Creamline.
Parang let's stay together. We've gone this far. But you are up against a champion team. They've won 10 already. They've won the last 4. Setup opportunity. Pons. That's out. That's out. I don't think so.
That was a high spin ball from Pons,
We
but
are at match point, Phil.
she's confident that there was a block touch, but I don't know if
They will challenge it. Might as
they
well.
still have a challenge.
They still have one.
Yes, they still have one.
Uh-oh. Clarification.
Ano yun?
Kung hindi... Kung tama yung sabi mo, kung may challenge pa sila eh.
Oo nga eh.
So, referee...
And they have net fault.
Sassy.
Si Coach Mark Caron
Oo.
trying to
Si Joy-
decide.
Yeah, si referee Joy Imus is the review referee tonight.
So, what the challenge is net fault for
I
the
think
Petro Gazz Angels.
I think it...
Yeah.
Or block touch.
Net fault here.
Net fault. Okay, tama.
The last card that Creamline lifted was net fault, so we're going with the net fault. We'll see.
Layo.
Clear.
Layo.
Answer. Yeah. No.
Layo. We are at match point, ladies and gentlemen. We are at match point for Petro Gazz.
No challenges left.
You know, this Petro Gazz team has won, if I count this right, their last 5 games.
Yes.
2 against Sus, 3 in the semis, and a chance now to take game 1 of the finals. Let's see. Pons, elbow, used to keep it up.
Oh.
Agenza is there, tight. Nowhere to go, and Petro Gazz has taken game 1 of the finals of the All-Filipino Conference.
That's it. Petro Gazz continues their winning streak here in the All-Filipino Game Finals.
Very difficult win,
Yes.
but they'll take it. Panalo play of the game. Hatid sa inyo ng Yakult. Yakult every day, okay. What a difficult win, not the easiest. And this Creamline team is not going to go anywhere away. And I think Petro Gazz will paint the aerosol can on the logo of the PVL. We'll sort it out, get it ready for you, and we'll see you in just a short while. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final count. First 2 sets going the way of Petro. They lost the last 2, 3, and 4, and regrouped to win it in the 5th set field.
Yes, it was an uphill battle for the Petro Gazz Angels, but they have proven themselves to be warrior angels here in this finals game 1.
And we'll do some ceremonies in just a short while. And Kyla Castillo is with our best player of the game. Sino ba? Si?
Brooke.
Go away. Go away to them. To Kyla. Go there.
And so the challengers, the Petro Gazz Angels, prevail in game number 1 of the finals. You are right, Brooke. Puksaan na. Congratulations, Brooke. You were explosive out there. It's your first finals appearance and you bagged game number 1. How do you feel right now?
I have no words. I'm just so happy, and that was extremely stressful. I thought Creamline did a fantastic job. They pushed us literally physically and mentally to our limits, and hopefully we can recover very fast because we have another game against them on Thursday. But yeah, that was tough. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just that was stressful. I'm just very happy. Proud of my team. That was a tough battle.
Yes, Brooke, now you produced 24 big points. It was the ultimate showdown. You were up 2 sets and then you played catch-up. What was going through your head during all those long rallies?
Creamline's a team that they're just going to continue to fight nonstop, and they have it all. They have that grit, and they're just mentally very tough as a team. So our team captain, Rem, she did a very good job after the 3rd set to talk to us and calm us down, because I felt like we got really ahead of ourselves and played with a lot of stress. And Creamline runs a very fast offense. They play the ball very fast, so we didn't play our game. We started rushing a lot and getting very tight. So I thought Rem did a very good job to calm us down and just to tell us to stay patient. And we prevailed.
Yes, now Brooke, you displayed so much grit and resilience, and of course your fans showed so much support. So is there anyone that you would like to greet or thank? You may now go ahead.
Yeah, no, thank you, Petro Gazz. Gas mates, thanks for coming and supporting. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. We hope to see you on Thursday. And just thank you, PVL fans, for coming out tonight. It was a very ecstatic environment, and it's just awesome. Awesome to see the love for the sport here in the Philippines. So just amazing.
Brooke Danseco, Petro Gazz Angels, sa inyo na ang game number 1. Brooke, you may now paint the game 1 of this final series. Petro Gazz Angels, sa inyo na ang game number 1!
Ayan po.
That is so cool. So red na una sa logo kasi sila panalo.
Pala yun, So finals game 1, it's 1-0 in favor of Petro Gazz. Nahirapan sila.
Yeah, sabi nga ni Brooke, stressful. It's an understatement. Kasi
Exactly.
it was high pressure, high intensity, but teamwork for them.
At saka hindi madaling talunin ang Creamline.
Marunong
Kasi,
manalo, diba?
Champion di ba? At saka may DNA talaga na pang top of the line. Okay, so game 2 mangyayari sa Thursday. Ang ating mga kasama ang co-cover naman ito, ang Battle for Bronze, maglalaban ang Akari at saka ang Choco. Nauna na ang Akari. 10 sets ho tayo today para enjoy ang lahat sa lahat ng laro. At ang second game natin sa Thursday ay tayo magkita-kita ng 6:30 ng gabi para sa Game 2. Kaya na bang tapusin ng Petro Gazz Angels ang kampyonato sa araw nito? Hindi ho madali yan. Dahil sa laban nila, Creamline. On that note, thank you for sharing the joy of this game, which you share your joy with us as well. It is our pleasure to continue to present these games to all of you. The drama, the excitement, the pain, the agony, the joy, the frustration, all of the above, because that's how the heart of volleyball throbs. Good night.